Smoke weed every day.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal hood. Paranormal. 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 Paranormal.
Creep with me.
Paranormal.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal hood.
Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal hood.
Creep with me. Creep with me. Creep with me.
Paranormal hood.
Who the fuck is this? Who the fuck is this?
Paranormal hood.
Who the fuck is this?
Paranormal hood.
If you're feeling lucky, jump, then press your luck.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
We are the paranormal voice of the hood.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Jiggy and the hoodie.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
You're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio with the sound of DJ Ron Ransom. Paranormal Hood.
This is Paranormal Hood. Jiggy and the hoodie. Ain't afraid of no ghosts.
Creep with me as I crawl through the hood.
Paranormal, baby. Here's how we doing it, Paranormal Hood.
Paranormal hood.
Paranormal Hood.
Smoke weed every day.
Keeping it on lockdown. All World is in the building.
Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really try to ride, step into the buckle up. I'ma show you where it's at. We gon' burn a couple blunts, we gon' pop a couple caps. I ain't talking about 4-5s from the strap. Psilocybin driving, so we headed off the map. What you know about? Tasting color, seeing sound with a crystallize. Turning nothing into something when we alchemize. Vandalize the lies with the truth. Ain't nobody wanna take shots of this prove. All we ever wanted was the answers. Looking for unique, but our vision keep us phantom. Phantom black man, ghost writing in a pentagram. I'm from the place where our thoughts meet the program. Not too many open to the power that they hold. Just know that when we shine, it's the reflection of your soul. Supreme beings moving, watch the galaxy implode. We are not alone. If you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really trying to rise, step into the I gotta hold on to this feeling. I'll be seeing visions through the folds of the prism. Projecting all wishes, anything I want is given. Paranormal vision, you can call it supervision. Control the superstition, make them wonder how we do it. They seen us in the mud, now we out here making music with the paranormal movement that's stronger than what you deal with. If Jesus was just a fraud, then hallelujah for Judas. Caesar is not the mob, so it just had to be Brutus. They hate when we on our job, cause persecution is useless. Proof that what we doing is more than just making music. Utilizing the truth, drop it off in the hood. Show 'em what's really good, the feeling is understood. We know just what it means to get it by all means. Supreme beings moving, watch reality explode. We are not alone, if you not normal, welcome home. Yeah. Welcome to my hood. Where ain't nothing normal. You can take a walk in my hood. Where everything paranormal. Everything paranormal. If you're scared of dying, we got something for you. Open up the door, you can be immortal. If you really trying to rise, step into the portal.
It's my theme music. Every good hero should have some.
20,000 police in the whole town. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig it?
Smoke weed every day.
From Boston to outer space, we're gonna take you all over the place. So sit back and enjoy the ride, because this is Paranormal Hood Live.
All right. You're gonna learn today.
And you know this, man.
Just mad cause your ass is old.
Hold up. Wait.
I can handle things. I'm smart. Not like everybody says. Like dumb, I'm smart, and I want respect.
Fuck off.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop your fucking lying.
That's a huge bitch.
Fuck. Thought I turned that shit down.
This house is clean.
We are the paranormal voice of the hood.
This is Billy Carson, aka Forbidden Knowledge, and you're listening to Paranormal Hood Live Radio. They are the paranormal voice of the hood.
God damn it! We lost! We fucking super lost, man! Tell them, McCluskey. Tell them what time it is. I believe you people.
What do you mean, you people?
It's all there, black and white, clear as crystal. You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
What's up, hoodies? Welcome to another Thursday night. This is Paranormal Hood Live. And we're live and direct in the God of Knowledge Studios. I'm Jiggy.
I'm Smoking.
America's most. I gotta say, listen.
America's most
for
wanted.
everybody.
To
who's got
America's
caught
most
up-
wanted.
Yeah.
But you don't want to fuck with me.
Listen, I'm sorry for everybody, Spudwife, Cool K, Freebird, everybody who kind of got caught up in the middle of this shit today and y'all got blocked and shit. It is amazing because
Wish I was on Twitter.
like some of these people did. It's first of all, Spudwife and Robin. Robin, kudos to you two. Like really, only two people to kind of speak up publicly about all this shit that's going on. You know, and I appreciate that because I'll tell you, I don't really care. These people don't get that. I don't. They all want to attack. They all want to get their little groups together and do the things that they've always done and continue to do. I don't care. We don't care. The numbers are going to be less. We don't care. They stop, they block, they unfollow, they don't like us anymore. We don't care. Unlike
care.
most people, we don't care about numbers.
Oh, wait a minute. That might be why I was looking at the thing earlier. I said we lost like 7 subscribers
Exactly.
like the last few
Dude, you're getting
24 hours.
blocked in other people's fucking chats and shit. You didn't even know what you just popped in to say something. I had to tell you, like, you're getting blocked and all this stupid shit. And I know people are going to lurk in the background because motherfuckers don't have guts. They don't have balls. They just talk shit on
you're
Twitter.
gonna block me on CW's chat because they're moderators and stuff like that. Wow, wicked cool. Welcome to high school, huh?
Oh, I didn't know.
Junior
You
high
know.
shit.
How long have you been a fucking moderator? How many people shit have you fucking hit? You know what the fuck you're doing. Let's not act like people are fucking dumb. And then people hitting me up in fucking in DMs trying to placate me and tell me they're my friends and shit. I'm gonna say it again. My friends know who they are. I have not been in this to make friends. I have made some great friends. People I've come in contact with, hung out with, smoked with, drank with, everything, had great times with. They are friends. There are some people who can kind of move into the friend category. I want to meet you, Jonas. I want to meet you, Keats. I want to meet everybody I can. I want to meet Corey. I've been dealing with Corey for fucking 10 years now.
Oh, we can guess who the 2 downvotes are from already, but that's all right because I don't care. Everybody, right now, go downvote the video. I don't give a fuck.
This isn't a popularity contest around here. It's
But
just
who?
not.
But Jonas, who unblocked me though? It wasn't her. It was probably CW or something. Somebody else. It's little kid shit.
And
It's
it
just
is
little
kid
kid
shit,
shit.
'cause if you understand
And
all the
somebody like
context
that
of the-
shouldn't be a moderator because I was on there and it had nothing to do with anything else except I was there saying hi to CW and listening to what he had to say. And then little kid shit happens.
That's how it goes.
Little junior high shit. I don't like him, so I'm gonna block him out of this.
Again, I'm sorry people's feelings got hurt, but I've said it all along. Keith, you guys who've been in the fucking thing I've been doing for 9 months now know that I've said I'm not. I don't make friends like that. That's not how I roll.
We don't let feelings and emotion get in the way of the fucking truth, okay? If your feelings and emotions are getting in the way of this bullshit, your head's not in the right space. You're not about the truth. You're about your feelings and emotions and pleasing your own fucking personal bias and beliefs. That's what it's about. If you're hurt about this, if you're hurt about us calling out a sellout, and we're going to show you exactly why. It's exactly like he's doing exactly what other fucking people do that everybody fucking calls out and everybody else doesn't like. But now it's okay because Stephen Cambion's done it because we all, enjoyed his stuff.
Because you
for a
guys
while
like
and
him.
shit.
It's like
'Cause
if
you like
Jason
him and
Quitt
stuff
did it.
like
People
that.
like Jason Quitt. They don't say shit about him. And I'm not trying to call you out, Mr. Quitt, if you happen to hear this. I'm just saying some people are liked. That's the whole thing. I can like you, not trust you, give you a chance to see what kind of person you are. If I don't know you personally, all this internet shit is great. People put on makeup, they get all dressed up, they put on faces and clown faces and different shit to appear some way online. That is not a way of vetting anybody. These people constantly talk about vetting. Then you don't know anything about vetting whatsoever. Because it begins with, well, who are these people online I'm interacting with? These people have fucking subgroups, Discord, little groups everywhere, Twitter fucking groups, they got Facebook groups.
I'm not even on Twitter and y'all talking shit about me on fucking Twitter.
Exactly.
Keep on talking. I don't give a fuck.
That's the problem. They're the ones that care so much about all this. It means so much to them. They get these heroes and their heroes can't be touched. This is no different than Corey Good or David Wilcox or anybody else.
Exactly. Like I just said, if your feelings are this hurt over us calling out bullshit like we do every single week, what do you think we're gonna do? We're just gonna give Cambion a pass? Like, oh, it's Cambion. We'll let this slide. No, we're going to call out the bullshit as we see it. We didn't give Zen a pass. We're not going to give anybody else a pass. Again, like I said.
He didn't give Zen a pass. He didn't give
Zen a pass until now he's trying to do whatever he does.
His next show was about Richard Dolehan and all this type of shit. Like, what is the difference? They're all the same people. And this woman right now is in the same category. Literally.
Same thing. We'll see. Maybe I'll do it. But we were just talking. If you listen to Jimmy Church's interview with Anjali, it sounds exactly like the interview with Cambion, except you got River Moon coffee ads on Jimmy's, and you got Jimmy's raspy fucking voice. You know, saying, "Oh wow, yeah, Anjali, that's good stuff. That's good stuff. Yeah, I really like that. That's really interesting. I definitely believe you. Yep, I vetted her and I believe everything that she's saying." But then you got Cambion over there, like, "Ha ha, yeah, I was wrong. I vetted her, and then I found out it's all true and she's true." And oh, that's a good question, Anjali. Oh yeah, Anjali. Wow, I like that. It's the same fucking thing. So what is the difference? Why are you all like, oh, because it's Cambion? Again, you're letting your feelings get in the way of the fucking truth. Stop that shit. It's not fucking high school.
Spoke about it, though. That's what's such bullshit. They'll be there, and then they literally will come there or come into my fucking shed. Oh, I can't take it anymore. I can't deal with it anymore. Then why are you going there then? Why are you telling me? That's between you and him. But if that's what it doesn't make sense. People are so fucking two-faced too. It's such craziness. Like, y'all wear these not everybody, but people wear masks. And you don't know who the fuck is behind them masks half the time. People switch up like Transformers. They go from fucking Autobots to Decepticons in 30 seconds. I don't need people like that in my life. Friends, associates, workers, nothing. I wouldn't work with people like that. I don't want to be involved with people like that. Like, that's not how my life is at 51 years of age. It's not. It's high school shit.
That's why I work for myself. I don't want to be involved with all these little cliques and groups and everything that come with being and fucking working at a place with other people and all this fucking shit. And you know what I mean? I'm done with high school. I'm done with high school. I finished that shit a long time ago. You know what I mean? Fuck, I wasn't even doing this type of fucking shit in high school. It's fucking like junior high shit.
It's kiddie shit. Motherfuckers get their feelings hurt, but their feelings aren't even really hurt. They already know. Like, these people, it's habitual people who do the same shit over and over again, and they think just because I'm gonna let people do their thing. I watch you. If I give you rope and you hang yourself, that's on you. Period. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. You can be mad at me. You can talk whatever shit you want. You can.
I kind of enjoy letting the rope out to see it. So I can watch you hang yourself.
People take kindness for weakness. That's why I'm not even a kind like that and shit. I talk a lot of shit. But I got, there's some people I'm cool with. It's not that I dislike anybody. I just don't know you. I'd love to be able to sit down and talk to all of you. Hang out, smoke, do whatever, and fucking have a great time. And then really be able to come back like, oh, this person's cool as fuck. That's my friend. I don't have that luxury. None of us have that luxury. We would have already been done. If anybody is so think I'll be in Cali this week, and if you're in Cali, you want to come hang out with Jiggy, let me know. Just send me a message. Okay? Make it that easy. You want to come talk and have to sit down without cameras, without podcasts, without all this shit? Just let me know. It's that easy. Which also could have been done. Again, people talk this shit, and I'm going to talk it out loud because they won't do it. They don't DM me. They just go attack me.
But if you supporting that type of bullshit that we're talking about, don't come talk to me. I don't. Again, if all of a sudden he's like, yeah, we're going to interview Anjali and stuff, but we got to be nice to her and stuff, I'd be like, no, we're done. You can go do the show somewhere else. I'm done.
No, listen, I'll be nice as fuck to her. I don't have to be disrespectful.
No, you know what I mean? Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? If you're like, well, we're going to softball it, we got a list of questions we got to ask, you know what I mean? You come all of a sudden, we got to change the whole thing up. I'd be like, nah, that's cool, we're done, dude. Like we talked about last week. I'm like, no, it's not happening. Or if I was like, hey, we got a sponsor now. You want to be a sponsor?
But the irony of it too is, I'm sorry to say, folks, we haven't been wrong about this shit. From Leidner to Groovy Bean to all this shit.
To Zen to everybody.
Had to eat crow about that shit. Videos have been made with people actually eating crow about that shit. So why is this dude any different? Why isn't the possibility that if you look at his MO,
I mean, eventually, at some point, we're going to be wrong, but we're not wrong about this one.
Nope. You watch the pattern. The same pattern you watch in Corey Good that you watch in David Wilcox.
I don't want to give him the views, so you all can do it yourself. Just go and look at watch the Jimmy Church interview with Anjali, and then either watch Stevens again, or just remember what Stevens was like, and you'll see it's the same fucking thing. It's just different people interviewing it. It's just like when you watch celebrities make the rounds on fucking TV and shit. They get asked basically the same questions and stuff and everything like that. It's basically a whole fucking scripted thing. Yeah, some of the comedians, some of the things, they go a little off scripted stuff, but it's this fucking scripted thing. It's the same fucking thing. Softball questions, hyping them up, keeping them happy, blah, 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 not really pressing the fucking issue. Unless, you know, you're doing like a hardcore journalist, you know, fucking Barbara Walters is up there grilling somebody and shit, you know what I mean? That's what you know, Kim, that's the type of interview it should be. It should be like Barbara Walters up there, you know what I mean? And that type of thing. Not being a bitch or anything like that, not being fucking mean and stuff like that, but really pressing and trying to get to the bottom of the fucking issue or the story or whatever the fuck it is. Not be like, oh yeah, wow, that's really great. I can't believe that happened. Wow, that's really wonderful. I believe you now. You know it.
We still got to wait for the aliens. You know what? To be honest with you,
and then to sit there and be like, oh, I thought. Then for him to sit there and be like, oh, I was worried that I might ruin it and the aliens might not come out now because I found out where the base is. That's really, dude? Really? Like, serious? Like, what the fuck? You really thought that you're the one because you found Wayne's Mountain, that now that the Angeles aliens aren't gonna fucking come out? Okay. Right. See, that he's just saying that he's in front of fucking Angeles. He doesn't really fucking think that. If he really does, then he's really sold out more than I fucking thought.
I don't want to meet them aliens. I don't. If these aliens come to Earth and they're so much smarter than us and have such good intention of us, why don't they just talk to all of us? Why is it anybody has to represent all of us? Nobody represents all of us. No president, no king, no nothing. Just come and show yourselves. Blow all of our minds at the same time, so we all would be like, fuck it, let's all go do what they're at. Maybe people just let's voluntarily be ready to ascend or consciousness or whatever. Why do we always have to wait? There's always some date, some push ahead. These aliens don't make sense to me. They sound like fucking dumbass human beings. Exactly.
If it was real, they'd come right out with it. Like, just like shit happens all the time and stuff. Celebrity gets pregnant and stuff. Well, they might try to hide it for a little bit, but eventually, fuck it, gotta do a press conference. Gotta let everybody know Beyonce's pregnant again. Okay? You know what I mean? Some crazy shit goes down. Fuck. Might as well lay it out there right now. They ain't hiding this shit. You know what I mean?
Just keep...
Oh, we got some big breaking news we're going to tell you in 17 years from now. Why? Why don't you tell us now? Well, we got to wait 17 years. That's how we do. It's always you gotta wait.
Gotta wait to make us wait. That's what they did. They traveled all the way across galaxies, universes, other dimensions, whatever to get here to make us wait. Just to wait. They did all that to get here to wait. We do all that to get.
Why did they get here when they on? You know what I mean? Are they really polite aliens? They get here a little bit early. You know what I mean? Before the show.
Well, we don't want to shock them. We don't want to scare those human beings. They're not ready. They don't know what we're not.
They don't want to be. They don't want to be late. So they get there early, you know.
Guess what? It's 2021. There's been a million fucking movies about aliens depicted in a million different ways. At this point, everybody's ready. Like, people are ready. They're not going to get any more ready. Make another fucking movie about aliens and shit. Paul, anything. Friendly aliens, bad aliens, killing Earth, taking over Earth, making Earth better, helping us, whatever. We're ready. You can't get any more ready. Is anybody in this chat room not ready?
Pre-1900, the word fucking alien, fucking space creature and shit, none of that shit fucking existed. Wasn't even on anybody's fucking mind at all. No, the fucking the Vedas and stuff are not about fucking UFOs and shit like that. No, the pyramids aren't UFOs. No, the fucking Bible and fucking what the fuck, Ezekiel's wheel. It's not a fucking story about a fucking UFO. Like these nutheads say that. UFOs did not come into play in aliens and stuff until the fucking early 1900s. Before that, there's not one single fucking reference to it.
They misinterpret things and twist the words.
And when they first started coming in, they were stories. They weren't fucking people. Somebody didn't all of a sudden say, I just saw something strange in the sky. Came from another fucking planet and shit. No, somebody fucking thought it up and fucking made a story about it and shit. And then people started saying, oh my God, I see aliens everywhere. Then after that point, you start to get reports and stuff because it's now in people's fucking psyche. It's now in their fucking heads and shit. So they see something in the sky. They don't know what the fuck it is. It's fucking automatically aliens. Because, you know, you start with the first letter of the alphabet.
They could have been Balians.
And you stop with the first letter of the alphabet, I guess.
Aliens, assholes. Adventures. It's all just craziness. And why? Why her? Why anybody? I just don't get it.
Why?
Even her. If she's not in this for the money, right? Here's the thing. I would have just shut my mouth right before the event happened. I would have went and on the, whatever you want to announce it right before the event happens. We're actually going to go do this in the next couple of days or next few hours. You're going to be provided with the evidence because you're actually going to see me and aliens come out hand in hand. Get it over with. What's the big deal? You have no money interest in this, right? What makes this so hard? You've had 3 years to do this. Why this particular date?
And now all of a sudden, because her credentials check out where she worked and went to school, that means she's telling the truth?
What about her medical credentials? What about her medical background?
Yeah, what about all that other stuff that she's trying to deny, and fucking she gets a little really fucking touchy when that subject comes up.
Yeah, and she did synthetic mushrooms and shit. Yeah, she did some synthetic mushrooms. I'm sure she's seen some shit. I'm just saying. What is this? Is there a synthetic mushroom?
Not that I know of.
So someone made some shit. She doesn't know what she fucking took. She could have taken
no
anything.
idea what the fuck
she could have been on LSD. She could have been on anything. Who the fuck knows what she took?
Could be why she's fucking got some cognitive issues and stuff now. Who the fuck knows? You never know. You did fucking somebody in a college that she knows. You know what fucking college fucking students just doing in a lab and shit, just mixing some shit up. Here, synthetic mushrooms. Go ahead, try it. Oh, well, I trusted him, so I went ahead and I did it.
And guess what? Shit ain't been right ever since. Succotash. I've done real mushrooms, you know. I don't know about synthetic. I've never taken synthetic anything. Like, okay, I guess. Yeah, whatever. But we're bugging. Sorry. I'm sorry that people have heroes. I'm sorry that people look up to people. I'm sorry that people want certain people or whatever to succeed. But around here, you're just not going to find us fucking caring about all that. It's not a popularity contest. We've been accused of just the same thing. Like, we're yelling. Do you ever listen to the dude? He yells. He puts on Matt. He couldn't even do Richard Dolan with a fucking calm voice. Richard Dolan is one of the calmest fucking speaking people you ever fucking hear. Well, you know, aliens, and then my wife and my girl. You know, he's not. He doesn't yell. He doesn't get loud. He doesn't really come beside himself. So, again, you're gonna imitate somebody. At least try to fucking get it down pat. But you can accuse us of whatever you want. Again, folks, we don't care. I'm sorry people got hurt. That's on you. I've said it all along.
I'm not sorry if you heard about that. It's again, you're letting your feelings get in the way of fucking getting to the truth. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? If you're hurt because somebody, your friend Steven or whatever, is selling out and people call them out for doing it, that's on you. I'm not going to lose any sleep about it. My feelings ain't hurt. I'm not sorry. You know what I mean? You want to fucking support the truth? You want to support the woo? Go over there and support the woo. Go ahead. Bye. See you later. You want to add fucking gas to the fire and shit? You want to help spread the misinformation and all the bullshit? Go ahead. Be my guest. Alright? But I'm over here to stop that bullshit. I'm not going to fucking play nicey nice just because Steven's done some cool videos and stuff in the past and used to, you know what I mean? And now he's just flip-flopping around like a fucking fish and shit. And, you know, selling the fuck out.
Ain't a good look.
I'm not going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to say something. Again, he starts to be, I'm going to be like, yo, what's going on, man? We'll have a little talk here. And if he wants to keep going that way, I'm going to be like, cool, you can keep going that way, but I'm good with that.
It's not productive. It's not helping. You just
none of it's helping. It's not helping. It's not anything. It's not doing any good for anybody or anything. It's just... Except for maybe Steven might have made some chat donations and stuff like that. But that's what he wants. That's it. It's just helping the people that don't, you know what I mean? It's just make money off of shit that they shouldn't be making money off of. Just tell the truth. Go back to being a real truth seeker, Steven.
Or if you're just about the money and whatever, then that's fine.
Then just say you're about the money and then just fucking don't flip back and forth and shit. To do one day fucking tear the shit up out of somebody who's telling a story that's the same exact story as she's telling, and then the next day be all on her side, and then it's, you know, you can't say this dude's a fucking liar, but she's not a liar. They're the same thing except their gender is different. There's no difference. Corey's fucking story, Anjali's story. Emery, all of them. It's the same fucking thing. And their credentials check out. Mm-hmm. Except for Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar's credentials are
Oh, and Billy's don't check out either.
Billy's don't check out either. So there's a couple where they credit, we talked about the other day, Phil Schneider and stuff like
and
that.
then people embellish their shit too, with
Exactly.
obviously, their military experience and everything. Emery Smith being in the Air Force, whatever, but he was supposedly doing alien autopsy or whatever the fuck he was supposed to be doing, shit like that. They just embellish that fact, but you will find
Those
that a lot of
people
actually
are
were
credible,
military.
but all of a sudden, Anjali is credible.
Yeah.
Oh, the wonderful Anjali. She's credible. She's telling the truth because
Her background check said that, guess what? She had a job, folks.
you know what that's called? That's called selling out, people. Selling the fuck out. Oh shit, Flavor of the Week wants to fucking be on my show. I'm gonna sell the fuck out. I'm not gonna press her or anything. I'm not trying to get any fucking real information or evidence about this stuff. I'm not gonna be nothing.
I mean, he's
I'm just gonna
Eisenhower,
keep
Molten
throwing that
Cow.
softball. I'm just gonna pitch it. I'm gonna let her know it's coming too. I'm like, ready, get ready. Swing, better, swing.
The only difference between Linda Moulton Howe and Liza Howe and all them, they've just been doing it a lot longer. And all she is just a new person coming in. People who were critical of points on the curve. People who were critical of a lot of new people who showed up. And we have been. So again, what's the difference? When Jay Leidner first stepped on the scene, immediately called like bullshit with this dude. So what is the difference? When people start immediately with this shit, and Steven didn't start that way, but if you watch the gradual turn of everything, it is the MO of Corey Good. It's the MO of all these people. They get frustrated. They probably did start because they had some type of experience, and then all of a sudden they were telling those stories about their experience, but nobody really cares about the real experience stories until you start to embellish, and that's what they start to do, and the stories get crazier and crazier and crazier. Then it's monetized, and it's about money and stuff. It's just how it goes. And then there's secret groups and people doing work and people attacking people for these people and stuff. That's part of the MO. They talk about stalking and stuff like that their families have been in danger and people are stalking them. That's part of the MO. There's an MO that you watch with everybody who does it that way. He just happened to have started on the other side and spent years on the other side, and then all of a sudden, within the last year or so, whatever, it started with the whole Zen originally going after Zen, making a mockery of Zen, praise the cash, talk shit about that shit for almost a year, then has to do it on the show and basically gets his blessing to use that phrase and go on with it. So it's nothing new. It's been going on for almost a year, watching the gradual change and progression.
As a racist, sexist, homophobic fucking piece of shit on his show, fucking to say sorry to him for saying praise the fucking cash.
Oh yeah, but
that's not selling out. But that's not selling out. That's not fucking. You know what I mean?
I've gotten very few sorries, and most of it then sound the same two-faced people who turn around later, which is why I don't trust them, because those sorries are empty. Sorries are just words. You're just saying, sorry, I'm sorry, I fucked up. I listened to people about you, and they were sending pictures and blah, 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 and you're just a big, black, mean bully. You're just King Kong, boy, swinging from that tree. Got that poor, helpless white woman in your hand. You know what I'm saying? What are you doing? No. People who know me, again, anybody come hang out with me, get to know me. Just what you see here and how I speak, whatever. I don't necessarily have to speak the same way in person. I'm cool as fuck. That's it. Just ask anybody who's met me. Anybody who tells you to meet me like,
why
Jay,
you ain't try to
they're
fucking
for a
talk
reason.
some fucking woo-woo bullshit in my fucking ear?
Yeah, I
I'm
might
gonna be
listen to
cool
it.
as for
No,
shit.
I got the
I might
5-minute
go
rule.
for a few minutes. I got a
5-minute
few
rule.
minutes, you know what I mean? Before I'm like, oh, no, sorry, that's it. You know what I
Yep,
mean?
I'm good.
Started off as an interesting story, but you just went down a fucking rabbit hole that I'm not going.
Yeah. Listen, that's why I came with that 5-minute rule, because that's all I got when I go to fucking events, other than like hanging out with Lee and Natasha, and so they're probably some of the only sane people around. Everybody else is just on the same shit, and that's fine. But again, put in a lot of work. To anybody who questions that shit, well, a lot of these people were talking shit, don't go anywhere, don't go to events, haven't met any of these people. I would have loved to have had a chance to sit down and talk to Caribbean and meet him. It's like I said, everybody else. But I put in a lot of work. Lee's put in a lot of work. Shit, Natasha's put in a lot of work. Not just sitting behind our keyboards talking shit, but actually taking the time to go have these experiences, meet a lot of these people we've talked to. Some of these people I haven't had a chance to meet. I've never met David Wilcox. I didn't meet Corey Good. I met his wife. We were okay. But when I saw what they were doing, we immediately started calling them out. Everybody loves that. If every title, CW just did a whole fucking video basically off this. And, you know, everybody loves controversy. 50 Cent said it best. Controversy sells. People love controversy. But they love controversy when it doesn't hit home to them. No, I'm not saying he was. No, he wasn't the first. I think he said it earlier. But I'm just saying I know how 50. That's it. Just makes sense the type of person he is. I know he's definitely not the first person to say it. But people love controversy. And that's what it comes down to. So when you're talking about David Wilcox and all of them, it's cool. It's like, oh, no holds barred, go at it. It's gone as far as the CW getting sued. Stina, other people, even Leidner and stuff I don't give a fuck about, but a whole bunch of people in different areas and other lawsuits don't even that about Corey Good, that people get sued and everything about this stupid shit. Just saying. Is that what he's going to do? Is he going to start suing people or whatever? Like, what's the MO? Where does it stop? And who's going to keep carrying? Is there going to be any voices left who are just like, you know, questioning things, or just going to become a big fucking echo chamber of the same shit that has been for a long time? Of people who are just carrying the water and carrying the torch for all these fucking liars, and people are making up shit, and they're just giving platforms to people to just tell crazy stories. How many platforms are left that are questioning those people? How many platforms who are left who could actually get those people on the show and have a conversation and not fucking jerk them off and just have an honest conversation? Like, listen, you can say whatever you want. I'm going to need you to somehow make me a believer. Not that anybody owes to make me a believer of anything. But if that's what we're engaged in the conversation is about, then that's what I'm looking for. And I'm looking for more than empty words. All these years, all this time, anybody who has spent any amount of time in this kind of community trying to find the truth, what have you had to deal with the whole time? A bunch of bullshit. And more bullshit. And very few people who even tell something that seems like it could possibly be true. Somebody might have a video or might have some pictures that you're okay, I mean, I guess, but it's possible. But maybe that's what it was. But most of it's just stories. This woman just sat and told the most incredible story ever with no proof whatsoever. Not a picture, nothing. Her background checks out. She was in the military. Her background checks out. She had a job. Her background checks out also that she ran for fucking Senate. That she's been committed and had different things going on, which is fine. People can have issues, but still be, I guess, you can be functional. I know that. And that's fine. But the whole story, there's no proof of it whatsoever. We're supposed to hang on the whim of this woman's word for the next 3 months. And then what happens when that day comes? And there's a bunch of excuses and all kinds of shit. And people have already given her outs. They've given that woman every excuse that she hasn't thought of yet. To be like, oh yeah, you know, you guys fucked it up. There was too much attention.
Just like Corey did. Just exactly like Corey did with the fucking Blavins. Well, they left. They went back because everybody tried to make it a religion.
Yeah, they tried worshiping me and stuff. But don't worship me,
oh, my. It's just, you know, I can see it. That's exactly, it's coming. We called it. Remember, again, you heard it first here.
Yeah, everybody's getting into Jesus, everything, because the alien shit ain't 100% working anymore. They're all starting to go towards Jesus. Good luck. Go from one fucking bullshit thing to another bullshit thing. Whatever. I'm not here for that. Never have been. Even in the beginning when we first started doing this shit and there was a belief in some things or an idea that some things were possible, just throughout the years there's been very little convincing going on from a lot of time spent in this shit. And all you keep finding is more and more bullshit, more and more made-up stories, videos. You can go online and spend hours looking at fake videos, stage stuff, things from movies that we've never seen, school projects, all kinds of stuff that make the rounds and get millions of views as aliens, get millions of views as ghosts, anything, but it has found us no closer to any real truth or answers. And these people definitely don't serve a purpose in that. They do not at all. I just think that that's the case with these aliens or what these people say, that they're just as fucking dumb as us. They're just basically human beings because they work on our clock, they work on our ideals, they're racist, they're sexist, they're homophobic, they're everything that humans have as ideals.
Oh, that's why you know they're not real. It's all human ideas. It's all human constructs. I say it all the time. Everything that these aliens supposedly are saying and doing and what they're about and everything is all a human. It's all constructed in the human mind. It's all stuff that only a human would be able to think of. Aliens from another fucking planet aren't gonna fucking have any clue what the fuck is going on this planet and shit, and what the fuck we should be doing. Telling us to love. They don't even know what the fuck love is. They probably don't even, you know, they might not, what if a complete warmongering fucking race, they don't fucking love shit. They just fucking live to
Or maybe
kill.
it's not, maybe it's neither one.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it's neither one. Maybe they would just come here and park 100 ships all over the world and just sit up there and do not a damn thing. They might not even be observing us. They might just be like, oh, this atmosphere is cool. Let's just go hang out here for a little while.
We're charging our batters up.
Exactly. Now you take
Whatever.
a boat out in the middle of the ocean and chill.
But it's always, no, they're about peace and love, blah, 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 blah. They know this and they know that, and we gotta do this.
They're gonna save us.
That's a human idea. That's not an alien idea. That's not an alien construct. Aliens are not gonna be, and again, they always look like us. Oh, they might have blue feathers or
Yeah,
something
they don't
like
look
that, but
like-
they
not
always
really me, though.
Yeah, well, you know, the
I'm
bad
wrong.
ones do. The bad
Oh, yeah,
ones
that's
do.
right, yeah.
You know, but they always got 2 arms, 2 legs. You know what I mean? Always humanoid.
Eyes. They
human
speak English.
shape.
They all speak English. All of them. They don't even speak Russian. They don't speak. You never notice that they never speak Russian or German or Chinese or anything else.
No Brazilian.
Nothing.
Nothing.
They all speak English. All of them.
No Canadian.
Nothing. No Hawaiian. Like, none of that shit, yo. They don't speak Alaskan. Oh wait, Alaska. You know, it's part of the U.S. But yeah, so is Hawaii. But anyways, yeah.
Just like Ghost. Just like Ghost. Ghost is always speaking English.
There's always
Why?
a time limit. There's always a time limit too. They can't just appear like they don't all of a sudden just die and we wake up from a ghost and be like, yo, what the fuck? With the new gear on and everything. Got their pants hanging down to their ankles and shit like that. No, they're fucking 100-year-old ghosts and shit. They gotta be a slave or a soldier or some shit that died. They're a Native American. It's always some old school ghost. Always the same shit. Every picture on the internet that has a specter. Do you see that in the background? It looks like the ghost. Everyone talks about the girl from The Ring and shit like that, who looks like every fucking ghost you see in most of these supposed pictures taken of ghosts in the background. That bitch makes it, her round. She must be like Santa Claus or some shit. And she ain't fucking around. She's like, fuck Japan. I'm gonna see the world. I'm gonna scare the world. Okay. Always the same shit. Tell me we're wrong. There might be some people out there who sound kind of credible because they again have some
Exactly,
kind of
Alfie.
real information.
Exactly, Alfie. The clothes didn't die. Why do they wear? Why are they wearing fucking clothes? They should be naked. You know what I mean? They don't have a physical. Why would we see anything at all? Again, they don't have a physical body. You know.
Well, that's why you pick up the EVPs, because now these are disembodied
And that's why you got orbs. All those orbs.
Yeah.
That's the spirits flying around.
Mhm. The fairies, you know, your guardian angels are everywhere, man.
You know, when that wind knocks that fucking door open and you see all those orbs. I mean, those orbs opened the door. It wasn't wind. Definitely had to do with
Yeah,
wind.
no, it was the
Or
orb.
someone behind with a string somewhere. Or, you know, people think the only thing people use is a string. There's crazy ways that people rig shit. Have you looked at shit that we have nowadays, the modern shit that we have, that you could fucking do all kinds of crazy shit with, turn lights on, water, anything?
Speaking of string fucking shit and everything, when Cambion was doing that fucking alchemy fucking show like a month ago and everything, he all brings up fucking Hutchinson and the Hutchinson experiments, which it was him fucking doing shit with a fucking string. You can clearly see it in most of the fucking videos and everything like that. He got busted hardcore for that shit. And Cambion was all like, "Oh yeah, I always like watching that. That was good stuff." He's like, I wonder how he did that. I'm like, what? I'm glad I didn't watch that whole fucking thing. I watched some
He's
of it.
a
but,
magician. Sleight of hand.
you know.
Of course you would apply.
He'll talk shit about fucking Leidner and shit and his alchemy and everything, but he has a fucking an alchemist
And at least,
on his show.
in Elijah's defense, he's been an alchemist for a long time. This dude literally said he had studied alchemy. I've been doing it for like 5 years. Yeah, you know, I just got into like 5 years ago, man, and you know, been doing some hardcore fucking research on it. Yeah, okay. Clearly not.
Just shows some jars of the fucking some corroded metal that's turning into fucking acid and stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I drink this stuff all the time. I'm like, oh boy, oh boy.
Good luck.
Did you make the synthetic mushrooms for Anjali too? Is that the same guy?
That's probably Wayne.
Well, the dude's not saying he drinks this stuff, but he wouldn't recommend other people. I'm like, oh, yes, that's. Mm-hmm. But if you knew what you were doing and all this stuff was right, you'd be like, yeah, everybody can drink it. But you're worried. You're worried because you know what you're doing isn't right.
Oh well. Couldn't let into monatomic gold. Yeah, I can. You didn't know that? And if you get all the stones, you get the infinity gauntlet. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll be able to change reality. Yeah, that's how that works.
Yeah.
I got a bunch of stones. I'm just waiting
Do
to get
all
the
that
gauntlet.
stuff. Yeah. Just,
I am inevitable.
Just put some electricity to it. That's how they used to do it back in the day, because that's what alchemy means. Alchemy means electricity. You know, alchemy, electricity. That's what the dude fucking said, and I wanted to reach into the fucking screen and hit him. I was like, dude, shut the fuck up. What the fuck? That's not what alchemy fucking means. They didn't have electricity back in the day. The only electricity that they had was fucking lightning.
No, they were using the light bulb. The Baghdad bulb.
Yeah, the Baghdad battery that they say is a battery, but it's not a battery. I think we've gone over that before and stuff, why it's not, and just what happened over time and stuff to make it look like it would have been a battery and stuff because of the aging processes and stuff and chemical reactions that do happen over time and stuff of the things that they probably stored in there that would be similar to what we could use for a battery and stuff. There's a whole bunch of fucking university articles and stuff. But no, people rather fucking research on Facebook and Disclose TV and fucking Forbidden Nonsense TV and stuff like that. Yeah, I saw Billy Carson. He did a video about the Baghdad batteries. They're real batteries.
And he's been there, you know. He goes to those places.
Oh, I bet you he ain't going to Baghdad.
I wanted to see his ass again, Antarctica.
Antarctica.
Put them, yo,
or Baghdad.
How about going to the Bosnian pyramids? There's a bunch of shit he talks about that's all accessible, but he keeps going to the same fucking places.
Bosnian pyramids a fucking mountain. Like
no,
legit,
but he told
mountain.
me he sent Jaden Smith there to go check it out. But apparently, I don't guess Jaden didn't find nothing if he went there.
Yeah, and I guess what happened to that whole show that was supposed to be that he's doing with that? Yeah, it's probably on his channel, but it never made the TV.
Remember, we were supposed to go to a 20,000 person event at that time that he was going to, speak at.
Yeah, because all these type of events, they have 20,000 people events all the time and shit.
Yeah,
they'd be lucky if their biggest fucking event was 10,000 people. If that.
No, Conscious Life gets good numbers.
Yeah, I'm saying maybe 5, 7, 5.
No, over those periods of days, there's so many. But theirs is also very affordable. Again, they have that $125 fee you pay to get to vendors and see certain speakers and all that shit. So it's worth it. So a lot of people show up.
There's no 20,000 fucking people events and shit, especially where Billy's speaking.
But what about the mass-free meditations that go on all the time? That used to go on in public. We'd all gather and meditate.
Yeah, Alfie, that's all it is. But of course, you got these woo-woo fuckheads here and stuff that think that what we know nowadays, that's not really. It's alchemy didn't turn to chemistry. There's still alchemy. It's separate from chemistry, and we can turn fucking lead into gold and do all this stupid shit and everything like that, like they did back in the day. No, that's just what they called chemistry back in the day, and they were trying to do stuff. They thought, oh, maybe we could, but they weren't able to do that, and we figured out how through chemistry why we can't turn lead into gold. So that's basically, you know what I mean? But of course you got all these people saying, oh yeah, back in the day they had all this technology, they did all this stuff, so I'm going to do it like that. I'm living like they did back then, like a caveman and shit. It's like, really? So you're going to live to be what, 18, 25?
Hey, Brad Gray, and the irony of that too is that there are people who work at Burger King and that's their sole form of income. And that's how they live, and that's how they have to make it in this world. So even to complain about that you should be humble enough to get anything if you're in it for that, or monetize anything. If people give you something, you should be humble. But there was never any humility. It was always like, you guys, no one's giving enough. Especially when people are broke, and the people would get. Zen was one who badgered people out of mind. He was badgering people about not giving. You remember this thing? This is how this started.
Who can't afford 25 cents a week? You can't afford 25 cents a week. How are you paying for the internet?
For just 35 cents a day, you can keep a lunatic on YouTube talking bullshit, racist, homophobic, and outlandish claims. Call now. Give that money. Help him continue that fucking crazy shit. Like, okay, I guess.
Yep.
The truth, unfortunately, if you're ever in this for the truth has never really been profitable. People have ended up dead, missing, gone crazy, incarcerated, all kinds of shit behind the truth. That's usually what really happens. Those people who really disappear and stuff like that, it's because they're telling the truth. Most of them, if they ever existed, who have seen anything that they want to question and have had experience, they haven't gotten to the level that they're speaking. If they have, then you see what happens to people who tell the truth.
You see what happens to the people who tell the truth. That are really government insiders and shit. They either end up in jail or they're exiled in another fucking country and shit, away from their family for the rest of their lives and stuff like that, because they're now fucking wanted for treason and shit in this country. For telling secrets and stuff. If Corey was telling secrets, military secrets and secret Space Force secrets, he'd be done. They'd fucking court-martial, they'd fucking boom.
No, you know what they would do? They would send him to space. He'd be in jail in space somewhere. Why would you even leave him on Earth?
That's what I'm saying. They would lock him the
He'd
fuck
be gone.
up. They'd take him to space, the secret Space Force fucking prison. You know
and
what
no
I
matter
mean?
what, for
Secret
him,
Space
it's going to
Force
seem like a
fucking-
minute. They can keep it for 100 years,
The
right? It only takes a minute.
SSPP would come, the Secret Space Force.
We're going to make you do 100 and back, and you're going to learn to shut your mouth. And by the time he came
The
back, that time would shut
SSFP,
up.
the Secret Space Force police would come and they'd lock him the fuck up. They'd be like, "What?" They'd be like, "What are you doing, dude?
We told
Let's go.
you.
Put
we
your hands
warned
behind
you."
your back. Let's go. Here we go." You know what I mean? If David Wilcox was really getting fucking briefings from government insiders and stuff, and then telling it on YouTube, knock, 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 from fucking CIA, FBI and stuff. So where did you get these documents? Oh, you don't want to tell us? You're coming with us. And then we wouldn't see him again until he said fucking whatever he told him where it was coming from and shit. That's how it goes down. You know what I mean? All through fucking history. Anytime somebody's come out with some actual fucking secrets and shit, look what happens.
Or the people who disappear because there's certain shit that they do that you never hear about.
Yeah, the president couldn't even get a fucking blowjob in the White House. Okay?
Hello, the head of the CIA was a fucking half-black man who was a closeted homosexual, and everything he hated about himself is what he targeted. But people knew that. Secrets.
There's no big, huge fucking secret fucking shit. Fucking alien treaties and aliens hiding from, the government's hiding aliens and shit like that. It's not,
They don't
it wouldn't
need it.
happen.
They want to eat us. They want to make us a workforce, whatever they want to do. If they have that kind of power, why do they have to come here and negotiate with anybody? It would be a hostile takeover. You're going to do what I tell you to do, or that's it.
Unless
Or
they
we just
really
don't
were,
need you.
unless they really were some peace and love fucking aliens and everything like that, they would just come and say, "Hey, everybody, we need peace and love," and they would use their fucking woo-woo magic shit and say, "Boo, sprinkle magic."
Bring us all
They would
together.
do that. They'd come here because there's such high vibrational creatures and everything from other dimensions and shit. You know what I mean? Their vibrations would just raise us our
hit us with
frequencies.
love.
They would raise our frequencies up, and you know what I mean? We'd all be like hugging each other and shit, fucking orgies, whatever, and
it'd be like Woodstock.
Fucking everybody would drop their guns and
everybody'd come perform. Be a world concert.
no, they're not going to come here. Oh, we got to watch. We can't intervene really. We want
Prime
peace.
Directive.
We want peace and love and everything, but we got the Prime Directive. We got to sit here. We just got to observe until the cycle comes to the end. Sorry. Wow, that's wicked peaceful. That's really loving. Cool. Sign me up. No, don't sign me up for that. I'm good. I'm good with the way everything. You know what I mean? It's just like God and Jesus is coming back. It's gonna come back. But until then, babies and people and everybody, all this
War,
crazy shit,
famine,
won't
everything you
fit,
think
all
of.
the crazy shit that's going on the earth. He's just sitting back watching, just watching and waiting until the right time, because that's his way. That's his way. That's the rules that God made.
And they've allowed us to fuck it up so much that people now want to leave this rock. And
God
go
can't
have
break his
another
own
one.
rules in a fucking world where it's just him controlling everything. He's got to follow his own rules.
Right.
Oh man, I fucked up on this one, but shit, I made the rule that I can't intervene until when my son fucking comes back. Dude, are you done being on vacation yet? There's a lot of shit going on down there.
Yeah, I'm Jesus. You know how much pussy I done gotten on these? You know how many orgies? You turn wine into motherfucking water into wine anyway.
It's
People
like-
will give you whatever you want. Shit.
Really? So,
Dad, I'm not ready to come home yet, man. I know this
Wow.
has been like
That's
400 years of college.
Such a great.
2,000
That's
years,
such a
but,
loving,
hey,
all-knowing, and powerful, and great
but you know what
God
it is?
to have. I want to
Yo,
worship Him.
He just is like, I already died once, and I had to come back. I'm like, let me just get as much as I can out of this one, so then when I come back, and then I gotta die again. At least I've partied and enjoyed. I got the 90s
You got to
hip
die
hop.
again though.
Probably, I don't know.
I
Maybe
don't
that's
know.
what it is, But he's got 90s hip hop and stuff. He's been chilling and having a good time. So he's like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
This all-loving God killed His only Son to forgive you for your sins.
God so loved the world.
What?
That he gave his only begotten son.
That's like saying I'm gonna. That's like somebody saying. That's like me going. I'm gonna kill my son to forgive my dog for shitting on the rug.
Hey, but
That's basically the story of God and Jesus and everything like that. God, He had His only Son killed to forgive you all for your sins. I'm gonna go kill my son because my dog shit on the rug.
I love
Forgive my
90s hip hop,
dog.
BD. That's what I'm justifying. That's how Jesus.
Because I'm such a
justified.
loving person. I'm such a loving father and everything. I'm gonna kill my only son to teach my dog a lesson.
And then people followed suit with shit like that. We're gonna kill the village virgin and shit. We're gonna sacrifice her. Yeah, these gods want you sacrificed. They want your blood. They want your heart. They want your head. They want your kids. They want everything. They want your money. Like, you know, they get more money than you get and shit. You're gonna get 5% of those tithes, whatever you can get. Meanwhile, the preacher's in a fucking Benz living in a $1 million home, and you're in the fucking project driving a fucking 1984 Yugo. Good luck with all that shit.
Saw a thing fucking saying fucking. I saw something saying that to send Bibles to give to the homeless people. I was like, send Bibles to give to the what the fuck is that? Are they gonna light a fire with it?
No, they're gonna read their way into a house and read their way into food and money.
That
and
happens
everything.
all the time because
That's
you know
how the miracles happen. The
Just
miracle begins right here with this book. Once you open this book, you don't understand. You're going to go down. The miracle will begin.
It's like
for
all
you.
those people reading the Bible in jail and stuff.
They all get religion and shit in jail and stuff.
Oh, let me put this out. We'll have a donut or two. Cool.
America runs on dunks.
But I'm like, why the fuck? Well, how is the Bible going to help homeless people? Why don't you ask for money, food? Can you put some of these people up or something? Something useful? You got a job for these people? No, send people Bibles. Really? Bibles.
That's what they do in Africa and places like that.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, this is fucking ludicrous. You go into fucking... I know, they go on their missionary fucking things and stuff. I knew this lady, she was like a church fucking lady and stuff, and she would go to like Costa Rica on these missionaries to get people to fucking read the Bible and everything. Come to Bible studies and stuff.
Jesus loves you.
I'm like, do you go there with vaccines?
Can you go there with some food?
Medicine, antibiotic, food, water. So yeah, we bring plenty of food and water for ourselves.
See little fucking kids and shit when you can see their ribs and they're handing them Bibles and reading.
This is what she said. She says, yeah, we bring plenty of food and water for ourselves. We bring them Bibles and we bring the kids little Bible coloring books. I'm like, wow. You're just helping. You're just so helpful. That's about as helpful as fucking somebody interviewing some fucking person like Anjali. And not actually asking some serious questions and trying to get to the bottom of it. And then at the end fucking giving a little disclaimer that, hey, you know what I mean? This is... We don't totally agree with what this person is saying here and stuff, but we tried to get to the bottom of the story for you. And you can be the judge for yourself or whatever and stuff, you know what I mean? Like, like Barbara Walters, Walter Cronkite used to do some serious interviews and stuff at the end and be like, hey, we didn't get the answers we wanted and stuff that we know are there, but, yeah, so, you know, what this lady's saying. But nope, you support it wholeheartedly. Might as well just start sending some fucking Bibles over to fucking Africa and South America and wherever, you know what I mean? Some place is a natural disaster or something. Send them some Bibles. Send them Anjali.
Well, Philip Blair, you'd be surprised how many people find religion.
Go on some mission. Take Anjali on some missionaries. Go save the fucking world with Anjali. Bringing people fucking stories about aliens.
Take Linda Moulton Howe to Antarctica. Take anybody. Take Corey Good to where he said.
No, I'm saying take these people to fucking around the world to fucking save the kids. You know, go take them to fucking tell the starving children of fucking Africa and stuff to alien stories.
Yeah.
They look at you like, can I have that water you're drinking?
No, they make up stories about mole kids and other shit and Gates and all that type of stuff.
Because that's really helping.
Irrelevant.
It's just spreading more stories about fucking aliens around us.
Anjali's story in the midst of what goes on in the world and people are upset. There's a pandemic still in a sense going on. All kinds of shit going on. And her story in the big scheme of things is shit. Again, if these aliens, especially in the midst of what people are going through, had our best interest in mind, why are they on a timetable? Why are they looking at their fucking watches and synchronizing for some date in December?
They're so loving and caring and nurturing and so spiritual and so much more conscious than us and everything. Why are they sitting there watching everything that's happening?
I'd be talking to them like, dudes, like, she didn't even say, like, listen, I talked to them like, we need you now. Like, can we do this now? Nothing. It's, oh, you know, and then maybe this is going to happen, and when this happens, and all
I hate seeing the shit that's going on, and like, but again, I'm only me. I'm not a big, huge, powerful alien with a whole fucking armada of ships and all this stuff with crazy fucking interdimensional powers and everything, magical skills and stuff like that. So I can't stop this shit. Even though it's breaking my heart and stuff, I do what I can. I make donations and stuff. I do whatever and stuff. I recycle. Do whatever I can to try and do my little part to help fucking save the fucking earth and shit like that. But I'm not no aliens and shit. But the aliens, these loving, supposedly such powerful beings and everything like that, can just sit back there with all their power that they have and watch everything that's happening. Just like God sits back and watches everything that's happening.
Centuries.
And fucking Muhammad and fucking Allah or whatever, you know what I mean? And it just doesn't, it's all the same fucking thing. They just sit there and they watch it happen and happen. Up the cycle. We gotta wait for the cycle.
And the aliens only intervene.
That don't
with
sound
nuclear
loving.
weapons
That doesn't
and
sound
missiles.
caring. That doesn't sound all powerful and all everything to me. Sounds like some fucking sadistic shit. Sounds like he's somebody who likes watching snuff fucking films. That's what it sounds like. Somebody who gets off on watching this kind of shit. If there's a god or there's fucking aliens and they're here and they know what's going on and they have the fucking power to stop it, but they're just watching and allow it to happen, they're sadistic fucks. There's no other way. There's no other way around it. They're just fucking sick fucks. God is a sick fuck. He's just sitting back watching all the fucking bad shit that's happening on this fucking planet to these people that these all us humans that he supposedly loves and cares for and fucking created so that we could fucking experience life and whatever the blah 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 fucking story is. But he's just sitting back watching. He got his feet up there. He's like the guy, the old guy in the Matrix and shit, got all the TVs around and shit, just watching and shit. But that's the problem. There's not enough TVs for everybody, so he's got the good TVs on. He doesn't know about the bad stuff, probably. That's why. Right. That's why he's not doing anything about it. There's not enough TVs to show him. Good shit. He's just watching the good shit going on.
Yeah, he's like, fuck all the bad.
Except when it's time to send somebody to hell.
Oh, yeah.
When they die, come up to hell, he watches that tape. He's like, oh, no, sorry, you can't come up here.
Peter, not that one. That's where the list comes
He's not on the list.
He's generating that guest list.
You know, these aliens that Angelique says, they're so loving, and when I came near them, I just felt so loved and so connected, and I just believed it was real, and they weren't going to harm us or anything.
You know,
wouldn't everybody in the world feel that if they came? Wouldn't anybody going near that mountain? You know what I mean? All them aliens in there, they got to be giving off a big, huge fucking aura of love.
Why doesn't Wayne, like, you know, it's his property, it's his mountain and stuff, like, why wouldn't they talk to him? Like, why are they waiting for her? Like, you know, I mean...
Why is Angelique so special?
Yo, when I die, if there is pearly gates, I hope that Patrice O'Neal meets me at the pearly gates with the guest list. What's up, motherfucker? I don't need Peter. Everybody else.
You're not on the list, but but come on.
I know you from back in the day. You know we wear.
Come on, we'll let you in. Go ahead.
I fucks with you. I'll talk to God later. That's my nigga. Woo!
No, but aliens. No, always gotta wait. Always, they're just sitting back watching.
They just do drive-bys.
There's a bunch of aliens in a mountain somewhere going like this as they watch fucking Earthlings kill themselves and shit. Like monkeys fucking... They legit did an experiment back in the day. They had a bunch of monkeys watching porno and shit like that. And they basically just fucking sat there and jerked off and did all the monkey shit and everything like that. But that's what the aliens are doing. They're in Wayne's Mountain. They got some fucking antennas set up. They're watching us and they monitoring us and shit and fucking just rubbing one out. Clicking the mouse. Fucking, you know...
Hey, you assume they're all, you know, the women, everything, men, women, everything, they're all rubbing.
That's what I'm saying. They're rubbing it out.
Oh, Earth is so good. It's the best point.
However they do it, whatever they do it. Oh wait, they're humanoid aliens. They look like us, so you know.
Oh, and also remember what she said. You can't call them aliens now.
Oh yeah,
which is another human thought process. Like, what are we supposed to call them? And then they tell us what we're supposed to call them. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the aliens show up and they're like, "Yeah, we don't like being called aliens.
Don't be calling us no aliens, motherfuckers."
What do they like to be called? They just don't like to be called aliens.
Yes. Silence, Earthling. Right. Okay. And more human constructs. Now it's a whole thing of what to call them, who they are, and what they could be, and they don't like this, they don't like that. Elon Musk has been contacted by aliens, according to her.
I don't want them calling me Earthling, okay? Got it?
Yeah.
You got it, Angelique? You let them know when they come out, don't be saying greeting Earthlings and all this fucking shit. I don't want to be called an Earthling, okay? It's an insult.
I don't want to see none of this. Live long and prosper. I don't want to hear none of that shit. Alright? Let them know. Speak for us now. Make sure you go back and tell them some things. We got some demands.
Yep.
Okay? We need to meet those demands. There you go.
We got some things that we want on this treaty that we're gonna sign with the aliens. We're just gonna say they're gonna come out. We're gonna sign a treaty. Everybody's gonna burn their guns, and we're all gonna be fucking hippies doing yoga and shit and love each other.
It's gonna be one big orgy, and then they're gonna skeet on us. Don't forget to skeet. Skeet, skeet, skeet. We're all gonna get the love ooze.
Yeah, they want to be called beings. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know what the fuck they want to be called. They're not. It's not real. We'll call them whatever the fuck we want to call them. Yeah, somewhere out there is some type of other life form. Okay, we'll call it the other life forms. There's other life forms out there somewhere. But you know what I mean? And if we ever meet, maybe we'll be able to communicate and we'll find out what they call themselves on their planet and shit. And we'll tell them what we do. You know. If we can, get over that communication barrier and they're not hostile and shit.
Right. I better hope they
Again, if you look at the odds of the people on the number of people on this planet that are fucking hostile and violent and shit like that, the odds, and you do the math of all the probable number of habitable planets and shit, just in our galaxy alone, not even the fucking whole entire thing. The odds are the first encounter with aliens are going to be hostile. It's not even like 50-50. It's probably like 80-20. It's more likely that they're gonna fucking come here and they're gonna want to fucking fuck some shit up. They're not gonna be fucking all like, we come in peace.
Non-biological and extraterrestrial biological is the politically correct terms. Oh my goodness. The aliens are just as fucking confused as we are. I just don't get it. Till they just come to Earth, planet Earth, we are so-and-sos from somewhere. Not landing on the White House lawn, not worried about your fucking people who are in charge.
And even, why would they go? How are they going to know that the White House is the fucking White House and shit? You know what I mean?
They've been monitoring.
Landing on anybody's fucking lawn. Again, they're monitoring what? Have they all of a sudden, they're monitoring,
They
cool.
got cable.
They got cable and stuff, but why wouldn't they land on fucking Putin's lawn then? Or something. Or why wouldn't they land on fucking the Japanese Prime Minister's fucking lawn or something like that? You know what I mean? Why is it always got to be the White House? And again, you starting to sound like one of them, man.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, man. That's how.
But yeah, but it's always like, yeah, they're gonna land on the White House. They come to the United States first. Really? What if they like the cold? What if they want to land somewhere? What if they want to go to Canada? You know?
Well, apparently they're in Antarctica, so we know they're like.
Oh yeah, so see.
We know they love the cold. There's so many of them there.
There's no mountains in D.C. They like the cold and they like the mountains, I guess. They build bases in mountains. Oh, and deep underground. We got the dumbs.
Yeah, don't forget the dumbs.
The dumbs.
Yeah, and see, they come from the mountain through the dumbs to
this
DC,
dumb
to
fucking guy told me
railroad.
all about the dumbs. It's the only thing. That's the only thing. Yeah, they're definitely dumb.
Yeah, they'll land at Bezos' place or go see Elon Musk or some shit. Be like, yo, you motherfuckers, at least I saw you in space, Bezos. What's good? What were you doing up there, homie? Did you see us? We seen you, did you? Yeah, that was pretty cool, huh? Yeah, we'll fucks with you. Nope. They're going to contact Anjali and Corey Good and all these fucking people.
And Billy Carson and Emery Smith.
They've all been
Oh, no,
touched
he
by
wasn't
angels.
contacted. He just did some...
But he's had contact with them, because didn't he go to Mars or some shit? And wasn't he in there? I remember his whole fucking story.
I can't remember all these stories and shit. Or, you know, like, oh yeah, why the fuck is Simon Park? Why are they going to fuck Simon Parks? You know what I mean? Like, if the aliens want to have sex with a fucking human, they think that Simon Parks is a prime example of the human species, and that's what they would be attracted to.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
There's some aliens.
They didn't go looking for Fabio or something. You know what I mean? Because this was back in the day when he first started having sex with aliens and stuff. And the aliens wanted to have sex with a little boy. He was a little kid like the first time he had sex. And people are like, oh my God, I believe you. That's such a great story.
Yeah, now like, something fucked up about that.
Like,
something ain't right. You're a kid still. Like, why are they fucking kids? Like, they're aliens.
Mm-hmm. And then the aliens fucking told them to eat somebody in. And then all these fucking stories, they just keep on going and going. A fucking chick who used to call was fucking having sex with Bigfoot and everything. You know? Yeah, I'm having sex with Bigfoot. I met his whole family and stuff. Oh, Jesus. What? He's got a family and he's still fucking you. He picked you out of all people.
The ghost, maybe she was fucking the ghost pirate.
The ghost, yeah, the pirate. Then she married him.
And divorced him. I mean, should we be calling them ghosts? Do they have a special thing?
Oh, are they going to get mad at us because we call them ghosts?
Next time, I'm going to do a spirit box session and ask them what they want to be called.
Non-living earthlings.
Right. Been dead motherfuckers, like, you know, BDMF. Like, I don't know what they were. I'm going to do a spirit box session so that we'll figure it out. We'll ask them what they want to be called. I think that's only fair. Maybe we'll do like a big spirit box session with a whole bunch of people together, like a mass meditation with spirit boxes to ask the dead what they want to be called. Got him!
Nope. Just knocked him down. Oh, you fucker. He's over there now.
They like to
Why is there
smoke.
so many fucking screen clips?
Should do. Yeah.
Fucking bugs. Everywhere bugs.
No, that's spirits. See, the spirits are here. They're letting us know that, you know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Let me shut off.
Wait a minute.
Let's shut off the lights and we'll put on
No,
fucking night.
no.
Dude, you got the night visions with you?
Not with me, no.
Oh.
Those might be aliens.
They're aliens. It could be spirits.
Fairies, maybe.
Interdimensional beings. Whatever the.
We should take a picture.
Whatever
take a video. So
Stephen Greer feels like telling the fucking suckers that are paying fucking hundreds of dollars to go and fucking do that shit.
Ghosts prefer to be called
There's
disembodied.
another one. That Stephen Greer is telling people that moths are fucking spirits of their loved ones.
Yeah, spirit.
Or interdimensional beings
spirit.
from another fucking world.
In the Holy Spirit.
And it's okay. And again, Cambion's done shit about Greer, Smith, Good, Wilcock. I can go down the list and then all of a sudden...
Shanter.
All of a sudden... Anjali?
She's the chosen.
So, I wish those other people were there, and I would love to know, okay? I want to know why it's not selling out. And what would it take for me to convince you that it is selling out? And if you can't tell me that, then... You know? Because if you look at his history, go back, just even his old channel, you can't look at his old channel because he deleted all that shit and everything, but go back and look at what he's done. And now, all of a sudden, that's not selling out.
Decepticons!
You know?
Whatever. Nope, we're wrong. We're bad. We're mean. You guys are just so mean. You're just so mean. You guys are horrible. And you say mean things. Yeah, but we're not doing anything different than he says and does about other people. He yells and screams about
And we're
them.
not doing
They
anything
mass
different than we
mock
do
them.
about every single other person that's just like him.
Yep.
Whether it's somebody telling the stories or somebody who's allowing the stories to be told, like Jimmy Church and stuff like that, or fucking George Knapp and all those things. That's
fucking Coast to Coast AM. All these places that promote the same shit and have been promoting the same bullshit for years.
It's all part of the problem. If you're part of the spread of the fucking misinformation, then you're part of the problem. If you're allowing it to happen and you're not saying anything before, disclaimer or something, this is entertainment purposes only and everything like that, you know what I mean? We don't agree with this person, what they say. I think any of this is real, but we're going to try and get to the bottom of it and maybe see if it is. Something. Anything. No, you just go about it like the whole fucking thing is real, not fucking, and then anybody who's watching it that doesn't fucking think logically and critically and fucking sensical and has a belief about this shit is going to be like, oh my god, it is real. She really was in the military. He said so. She really doesn't have mental health issues. He said so.
But the vetting process...
Her story seems so real. It's just such a nice story. It's so believable.
Only did research.
Because
so
he
what did you
said
research
so. Wow, this is a great interview.
And when she did it, didn't do DMT, but he did DMT. They both saw purple, the lavender aliens. There's orange aliens. There's blue aliens. There's green aliens. There's all these aliens. But where are they? Clear evidence of everything else. People with fucking cameras that can see the moon, but nobody has a camera that can zoom in on the actual. The closest thing I've seen is the people who saw, which is probably our shit. Some of these guys who used to watch the military air bases and shit, or whatever they call them. And they would sit out there as a group of them and had real good, high, powerful cameras, great stuff, and watch planes fly over. And one day they actually caught a couple of times these things that are triangle shaped that look like stealth bombers, but just more high tech shit. And it's probably, and most likely, as people have come to kind of find out, it's our shit. They just haven't really released it yet. But that makes sense. But all this other shit, yeah, no one's zooming in and getting great fucking captures of anything. Very few and far between, and then most of it is debunked. Even the fucking Captain Fravor and all those fucking the shit, the videos that they released. Yeah, okay, whatever. What does it take? I don't need to convince anybody anything, anyways. It's on you. You know what I'm saying? Just like you don't have to be here. You don't have. You can be there. You can be whatever the fuck you want to believe, whatever you want. But you can't exist in that space, especially being people who have been most vocal, and then for people who followed you, supported you, just to be like, wait, what the fuck happened? If you look at that, that's the same effect that Corey Good and David Wilcox and these other people have. How many people have testimony of, oh, when I first heard this story, I was a believer, but then finding out who the fuck they are, what's really going on, it's like, wow, like, this is bullshit. So what the fuck is the difference?
This right here is probably the closest artist's depiction to what the DMT beans look like. This or something kind of, oh no, not that one.
Yeah,
similar like this. That's how people get the mantis thing and stuff. But as you can see, they're kind of similar like that. Depending on how far and how much you take and stuff, but almost every time that I've fully blasted off and shit, this picture right here, oh, let me go back. This picture over here is what it is. Now, on a lot of mushrooms and stuff, I've seen stuff similar like this, really high doses of mushrooms and stuff. It can be kind of like this one here, a little bit like this, but more like this kind of shape and colors and stuff, but more like this. It just repeats itself over and over and over and over again and stuff. Now, if you don't get fully there, these things don't look as colorful and psychedelic. They kind of more have, you know, you see a whole bunch of like the heads and stuff, and like, you know, like we call them the dudes and stuff like that.
They're more like, didn't even look like that. It didn't have structure to it. It was just something that was just there.
But yeah, but when you take the doses like me and Willie take and stuff, and you get way the fuck up there, and this is it. And Alex Gray, his work and stuff, mostly is the most common thing and stuff. And this is, you'll see something like that, kind of like this. Again, it's a lot of repeating, and it would be like something like this, similar. You'll see this, but with faces in it and shit. Like, oh, not with this checkerboard there. It gets really, really. You can see shit like that, but it's not. You know, you don't usually see aliens exactly like that and shit. Some people may perceive it and stuff, but like I said, it's pretty similar across the board with this stuff. Now, I looked up. You try and look it up. I can do it right now. We can go. I have to go back to all. Hold on. We'll do it this way. Trying to think of a way. Let's see what this is. Let's have any pictures. But if you look it up, nothing's coming up with people see purple beans and stuff like that as the being the most popular thing. Like I said, the most popular thing is people see like the face thing, or they call them the mantis thing. They call them the DMT alien kind of face thing, or like the mantis.
And the clockwork elves or whatever.
Or clockwork, thing, yeah. You know, the machine elves and stuff like that. That's what that picture is called, the first one that we were at before here. Well, here they are talking about it. But that's Clockwork Elves and Machine Elves and stuff like that. It's just like you're in a machine there and you got these people.
It's
and
Clockwork
doing
Elves
all
and the
this.
DMT.
And they laugh and they fucking yeah. So that's that. But purple fucking aliens are not the most popular thing, you know.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people
eaters.
One-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eaters. Sure looks strange to me. I said, Mr. People Eater, what's your line? He said, eating purple people, so it's fine. I heard him say in a voice of that.
Hold on, let me check this here. We're just gonna, I like this. Yeah, we'll go back to do this.
Are you gonna show a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater?
Just do it like, shit, what was I just gonna find?
Oh, Philip Blair, absolutely. Especially when you're on something like DMT, your eyes, in most cases, aren't even open. I mean, people, you do open them at some point, but if your eyes are closed, you're going to have a better experience anyways than actually with your eyes open. The colors and everything, the stuff that you see is so much clearer with your eyes closed. You get a much better experience. Even with mushrooms, it's the same thing. Doing mushrooms in a closed, like a dark environment is fucking awesome. Lights up the whole fucking room with your eyes closed. Like, it's insane. So yeah, it definitely doesn't mean you're seeing with your eyes. Lucid dreaming, like when you wake up and or that in between stage and you're falling asleep and stuff like that, doesn't mean what you're seeing with your eyes you're necessarily seeing. Exactly, songs of the childhood. That's what it just sounds like. It just sounds like people talking about taking it to that experience. They tend to latch on to things again that people can relate to because in their mind, oh yeah, one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people. Maybe that person was on DMT and they saw a purple alien. Okay. McKenna said the proper way to do psychedelics is alone and in the dark, if you can handle it.
Yep.
Again, cyber guilt by
I'm just
association.
I'm trying to look into the synthetic mushroom thing and stuff, and seeing how far back it goes and stuff, and if she really could have done it in college. But I'm not finding much about synthetic drugs. There's a lot of synthetic hallucinogens that you can take and everything like that, obviously.
Maybe someone lied to her about what they gave her.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Is they probably really didn't tell her what they were giving her. So. But she said she didn't really see anything and do anything. She was a little euphoria or whatever. So whatever it was, it sucked. But I mean, yeah, there's tons of synthetic chemicals and synthetic hallucinogenic drugs that you can take and stuff. But I'm not finding much about synthetic mushrooms. It does say that you can synthesize these chemicals in mushrooms, peyote and stuff like in the lab, but then it goes on to talk about the list of ones that people use and stuff, but they're not usually, it's not the synthetic versions of those drugs. Usually it's other stuff, you know what I mean? So
Nobody has genocide, but it gets the people going.
here, I'll show you. This is research. Try reading all this shit. All these numbers and letters and everything going together and stuff like that. Then I'll go down here and I'm gonna, oh wait a second, we got sources. We're gonna go and have to check some sources and shit and teach everybody how to read research. But yeah, there is synthetic stuff, but again, I don't know exactly when she was in college and stuff. She just does seem to be, you know, it was a while ago. Again, somebody in college, somebody I know, say, you know, I actually know people all the time, people that were in college, people in high school and stuff, be like, yeah, I just whipped this up in the lab and stuff. You want to try it out? No, I'm good. You let me know how that goes.
You know how that goes.
Thankfully, nobody that I know ever like died or anything like that. I don't know if anything ever. I never heard anything bad happen to anybody that I know of, really. But yeah,
Man, motherfuckers were fucking smoking all kinds of shit. Those fake weed and shit, potpourri, all kinds. Good
Why
luck.
people gotta fucking just do the real thing. The synthetic stuff doesn't fucking do it. The work just like the same as the real shit, like Marinol, synthetic THC pills and stuff. It's not the same. It's not like people are like, oh, it's kind of more like edibles because you're eating and stuff. I'm like, it's still not like an edible. It doesn't feel anything like an edible at all. I've taken Marinol pills before just to try and see what it's like and stuff. It's like I'm doing a fake version of the real thing. It's exactly what it's like. I mean, I guess to get somebody by, I gotta take a drug test or something. I don't know, but for the most part nowadays, this is why do the synthetic shit and people that do the fucking all that fucking shit.
I don't know. People just like to get into weird shit that makes your skin fall off and makes you eat people's flesh and all kinds of crazy shit. I guess I'm good. I just smoke some weed. Don't even really drink alcohol. Shit, I can't remember the last time I had alcohol. Probably live on one of my streams. Probably had a beer or some shit. Your sister made you smoke oregano just so I wouldn't be ripped off?
That's a hypothesis, Alfie. It's a hypothesis. They're not really exactly sure what went on in the King's Chamber, but they think there may have been some type of ceremonies like that they went through. It's a hypothesis. You can go down the rabbit hole with that one with the Drumolo Maldivzacek fucking Flower Life fucking story when he talks about that, and then they went in there and they have a DMT trip and shit for fucking days, and they found DMT in the sarcophagus, and they tested it and all this stuff, and no, the only place that comes up is his work and people that like to use his work and their work, and it's not thing, but they do think that possibly is a thing and everything like that. Like they did the Hindu cave, the cave traditions and stuff. Where even here in this thing, they think that some of the mounds and stuff like that they built were for people to go in and do these ceremonies in the dark and everything like that because they didn't have a cave accessible, and so they would make the caves and these mounds and stuff. They would make it like that's why they have the serpent mound here and stuff, and with the cave. A structure inside the head of what would be the head of the snake and stuff, and that's where they would go and have ceremonies. But this is just hypothesis in a lot of cases and stuff like that we don't have actual proof and stuff like that. So
what about the portals?
It's interesting to see. I mean, I've laid in in a completely dark room, fucking no sound and stuff like that, one of those sound rooms and stuff like that for a while, and I didn't trip out and shit. So. And they say that there's that super quiet room and stuff, and it drives you crazy. That's bullshit. It's just an internet fucking room, and people have to go in that room and do work all the time, and they have no problems. They have no problems. They do it all the time to conduct the experiments and do the work that they need to do in these fucking super quiet rooms and stuff like that. There's a lot of fucking rooms that are like super quiet. Like you go in there and you can hear your heart beating and stuff, your fucking blood pumping through you and shit like that. But it doesn't, I could see that it might freak some people out, maybe drive somebody who already has fucking some crazy tendencies and stuff by going in there. But it's the average person can go in there no problem. You can go in there for fucking hours and hours, days and days and days, and it's not really, I mean, if you're by yourself, it's going to kind of, it's like being in solitary confinement and shit. You're just going to be able to get along with yourself for a little while.
You find out if you really like yourself at that point. I guess I do like me. The devil's advocate.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it is. I said because you can take that, and then Drew Dumbledore, I was saying that he took that thing, and he says it's this whole other thing. But yes, I know that that's one of the hypotheses and stuff of what was going on in the King's Chamber stuff. Because we know that obviously nobody was ever buried in there. There was no evidence that anybody actually being, no mummies or anything being in the King's Chamber and stuff like that. So, everything leads up to that point. There's a lot of evidence that it was probably used for some type of ceremonies like that and stuff. And what a better way to lock fucking scared young fucking person into the dock, then put him in a fucking thing with a big heavy fucking lid that only he can lift off. I mean, that he can't lift off. You gotta get a whole bunch of other dudes to lift him up. Alright, we'll be back in a couple days, dude.
Have fun.
But then again, there's no air holes and stuff, and then that lid's sealed pretty tight and everything, they say. So before it was damaged and stuff by people trying to chip out pieces and take it home with them and everything in the corners and stuff. So it used to seal up really, really pretty good. So that's why they say, yeah, it's a little iffy on that. It's a little iffy on that one, you know. But then you can take that and you can go down fucking the Flower of Life, fucking Secrets of Flower of Life book and all that crazy shit that fuckhead talks about. And then the fucking idiot over there on fucking Spirit Science, fucking goddamn fucking rapist. Fucking turns it into cartoons and shit.
So much bullshit. Still waiting for someone to go through a portal. Show them I'm walking in, and I'll be right back out. Maybe while I'm in here, I'll take some pictures, some videos, see what's on this side of this portal. They're everywhere. If anybody knows where a portal's at, please let me know. I don't like using mine. I want to use
the
somebody else's.
macabre and all that stuff. He said they used to have alligators in Egypt, and they used to make the fucking young fucking kids swim through it to do all this fucking stuff to fucking raise their consciousness and get past fear and everything. And there's no evidence of any of that.
And Leonidas was sent off to fight the lion.
There's like no evidence of any of that. Again, the Egyptians wrote down pretty much everything they did on the walls of the buildings that they lived in and shit like that. So if any of that was going down, it would be written on the walls. And yes, there are certain symbols that are on the walls that look like they could be symbols from nowadays and stuff, but it's not the case. They're just new symbols on top of old symbols. New kings came along, so they put the new kings' names in and stuff. A new priest was the head of this temple, so the new priest is the temple priest's name. New temple priest name went up over the old temple priest name, making some of these things look. But you can, when you look at it and you examine it, you can see it's clear as day. It's just things. Sometimes there's 3 or 4 names on top of it, and you can't tell what the fuck is going on there. But you can tell that at one point there was a bunch of different names and stuff. And if you know the history, you can figure out what names those were at that point in times from other things that are around the area and shit.
It's aliens.
You know.
It's helicopters.
It's real. That's real archaeology and stuff, and actually studying and figuring this out and everything. Because if you read what's on that wall there, all the other hieroglyphs and stuff that aren't, you know, as messed up and stuff, because, you know, I think one of the things that is there, I think it says this is the temple of the priest king, and then it had the name and stuff of the first person who was of that temple, and then so and blah blah. It goes and it tells on the story and stuff. So it tells that whatever, and then they changed it when the next king or whatever, the priest or whatever, came into things, so that's why it's going over, and it looks like an airplane, and it looks like a boat, and a tank, and everything like that.
It was the helicopter, the alien.
So now somebody like Billy claims to read hieroglyphs, and he knows fucking Sanskrit.
He read 1,000 books.
And he knows fucking cuneiform and stuff, and reads it fucking all
his
fluent.
Father, you know,
helped build the Sphinx. But okay, so now if he was there and he would read it, and it would read, "This is the temple of the king with the helicopter, the boat, and the plane, and the flying saucer. Y'all should worship him," and blah 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 blah, whatever the fuck it says on the wall about it.
Get to the chopper. It's the only way to escape. But I'll be back.
Just like if you read the cuneiform tablets and the stuff that has fucking Anunnaki on it or whatever, the word that's similar to Anunnaki and stuff that they say is there and everything, and you read the story that's on them and everything, and you use that word with the definition that Billy and fucking Sitchin and fucking Von Daniken give to it, the story makes no sense at all. None at all. You're like, what? And why did they... But if you use it and read it and use that word in the way that word's meant to be, you're like, oh wow, that makes perfect sense and everything. I'll have to bring it up and do it and everything. There's a whole really good breakdown on it and stuff, and it shows you.
Those who came to Earth and made it,
that's all added in there. It has nothing to do. Yep, exactly. So that's all they do is they change.
The Negro hating aliens.
Because they know that the average person isn't going to go and try and figure out how to read this stuff and translate it and everything so they can tell if they're telling the truth or not. They take their word for it because their credentials check out.
Huh?
Yeah, their credentials might check out.
My credentials check out.
Yeah.
I got the scars to prove and everything. Alien battles, everything. I got the medical history, shows all the times I've been in the hospital, all the different surgeries I have. Y'all remember what happened at UFO, whatever, Disclosure Con, and they hit me with the energy weapon, and Phil Schneider, I got hit with that in my stomach, and it did. Remember that? And then maybe you came to see me in the hospital and stuff after that. Yeah, I got.
Yeah, exactly. It's where the helicopter is at, Alfie. It's just above a door. It's kind of near a doorway, just saying that this is. I forget. It's either the room of the priest or something like that, and then there's all this other artwork, and there's. You have to. Nobody can really see it. It's down in the corner and everything. Just like the Egyptian, the light bulb. Supposedly they had the light bulb and stuff. This fucking mural and everything is like in the bottom in the basement of the fucking thing. If they had light bulbs, there would be fucking. It would. Everywhere would be pictures of light bulbs. There'd be all kinds of stuff showing that everybody that they had light. It wouldn't just be this obscure thing in a temple about death because that light bulb it's a lotus and a snake and something. It's about the cycles of life and death and everything like that. And it's in a temple about life and death.
They could only afford one
not a
light bulb. It was a light bulb. They only had one.
Well, they could afford to chisel light bulbs in the rest of the walls and shit to show people that, oh, yeah, no, we got light.
Yeah, but they only had one light bulb. So they said, fuck it, we only going to do one mural about that one light bulb. Because what's the point of lying in a bunch of murals and putting a bunch of light bulbs and only have one? We couldn't afford no others. That's what makes sense. Yeah. Woo. Billy, wait till he goes back to the pyramid. It's going to open up the tooth, and he's going to be able to walk in and show
Oh, no,
us
you got to
everything.
wait. He's got to wait. It's not going to happen each day. That's why when he goes, it doesn't open it up, because there's a certain date when it's going to happen. We're not to the end of the 3600. Not to the end of the 36.
The cycle?
The cycle, the 3600 cycle.
It's the
This is a different
cycle
cycle than the other
of
cycles,
life.
you know what I mean? So whose cycle are we supposed to be listening to? What cycle are we on?
And now, is it the divine feminine cycle? Is it because we looking at it the wrong way? Maybe that's why Angeli, because we needed a divine feminine who understands the cycle to talk about a cycle to relate it to human beings.
Or maybe there's two cycles going on. Maybe
Oh.
there's that cycle and then this cycle. And that's why it's the yin and the yang.
Right.
That's
Someone's
why,
washing,
yeah.
someone's spinning. I got you. Because they didn't put the washing machines on at the same
That's
time.
that's why. That's
Right.
why. It's the that's how they could that's how the yin and yang was made was because of the two cycles, and they put the two cycles together so that's how it makes that's where that symbol comes from. And the aliens told me that, and you can believe me because my credentials check out.
Right. Mine too. You know.
You want to see them? I can show you. I got my ID and
Me and Lee
everything. Right
Veltman
here.
have fought aliens throughout galaxies and universes and dimensions, and I had my adamantium and my Wakandan stuff, and I was all cool, man. My vibranium, and I was able to make and then the shield, but then and then yeah.
I can show you all my ASE certifications and stuff. That they're not current anymore. I'm not currently ASE certified anymore because I haven't, gone and taken the new test, the recent test to update my stuff.
You know how specialized.
But I was ASE certified and stuff on several things in the automotive world and stuff. So, my credentials check out. So when I tell you that, this is how it's going to go down, then this is how it's going to go down. I was an ASE certified parts pro.
Oh.
And I got that. You can check my background on this.
Wait a minute.
I worked almost a decade in the field.
Yo, I found David Wilcox hangar. So I was at Logan, and I'll be at Logan again tomorrow. Maybe I'll see if I can get a picture because it's hot. Because I'll be in the terminal.
Careful taking pictures at the airport and stuff, man. That's probably why you're doing it at the airport, man. Because you gotta be careful at the airport.
But no, it's when you're leaving. That there's the old hangar that they used to, and it's under construction.
Oh yeah, that's right. That might be it.
It's the one by the international terminal by D. It's the one right after that. It's when you're leaving. You see it on the right, and it's under construction.
I'm also forklift certified. Professional fork truck driver.
Well, unfortunately,
again, my licenses and stuff aren't up to date, but you can see that I was certified in these things. So anything that I say, you can believe me. My credentials check out. Okay.
Well, see, I don't have that
I
luxury.
I went
stuff is
I went to
G16
school.
classified.
I took some courses, and I got the credentials and the certificates to prove it and show that I actually accomplished these things. Oh shoot, I forgot. I went to burger management training and stuff back when I was in high school and stuff, and I was a manager at a Burger King and stuff. When I turned 18, they were like, "Hey, you want to be a manager?" I was like, "Sure, fuck it, why not?" They're like, "Cool, you can go to burger management training school." So my credentials, they all check out. You know what I mean? It's all real. I'm not lying about this. My educational background and schooling and stuff like that. My work history. You can check it all out. So when I tell you that the aliens are going to come at the end of the cycles of the cyclist on the quantum leaps of the phenomenon of the temporal fields of the frequency vibrational dimensional forces, then you can believe me because it all checks out.
So you have that luxury. There's a lot of gaps in my resume because what happened was I was doing so much security for celebrities that I got recruited. And when they recruited me, because you're in Hollywood and the music industry and time with these incredible people, when they recruited me, they said, listen, we're going to use you on tours and clubs and everything. That's going to be your cover. And they cloned me.
But the rest of your credentials check out. You guys just got a couple of gray areas.
Right. Yeah.
Some areas that we don't know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that checks out then, because that checks out with your story then. Yeah, that means that your story's that's true.
And
Because
during that time, I got certified.
The rest of
in
it's
weapons.
certified.
I can't even tell you about the weapons that I used in space and stuff. Like I can't talk about that stuff, So all this stuff about me, like getting shot.
Well, like we can talk about it and stuff, but I can't show you that certification and stuff like that, for that stuff. But you can show. I can, the rest of my credentials they check out. So these credentials would check out too if I was able to show them to you. I can only tell you about it. Just can tell you about the alien spaceships that I was on.
Yo, the last time they
the alien with the sword tried to cut my head off and shit.
Dude, but so the last time I got hurt, they gave me an alien transfusion blood. So I don't know if you remember this, but I had to go to the doctors because I was actually bleeding purple and blue blood because the transfusion they gave me the alien blood that saved my life.
I got bit by that alien spider now. I can shoot webs and stuff.
Pew 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 pew. Oh man, it's so much fun. I'm sorry for all the folks who got fucking by default caught up in shit, but it just tells you a lot.
It just shows you
guilt
a
by
lot.
association,
Kids are still
right?
in high school. They can't handle the truth.
And I only block those who block me. Like if you're gonna block me and then you want to fucking sit there so you can just watch my shit and everything, go fuck yourself. Well, I'm man enough to say what I have to say. People don't like it. I'm sorry. It's just how it goes. You know how that shit goes. And the idea that anybody who's been around here long enough doesn't understand how we talk and stuff like that and what we do, it's on you. I'm sorry, again, your friends get hurt. You get caught up in stuff. Those feelings, get all up in your feelings and shit. You sound like fucking Drake. It's all like the fucking Drake rap song. I ain't about that life. Not at all. Not at all. I don't got time for all that bullshit. You want to play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Since I got no problem. You haven't said anything. Like you say, you play devil's advocate, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it. I don't personally care what anybody, they can go do what they want to do. They don't have to be here. I've never pushed it. Most cases, I make a little fucking flyer the day of the show to put on. There's no major promotion, nothing that really goes into it. There's no big deal. There's no paid promotions ever for the shows and stuff like that. We just do it. When it started with 1 or 2 people listening to whatever it is now, the 20-something people sometimes when we're live, to how many people watch the shows on replay or whatever, it just is what it is. I've never said like and share and do any of that type of stuff. It just doesn't matter. In the big scheme of things, if this is the place you're going to get money, good luck. Good luck. That's why people complain about the wages they want to earn on YouTube. Most people aren't making any money off of this. And good luck if you want to try, especially if you're telling the truth. I'm alright. I'm alright, 6 cents. I ain't above anything. This is how I feel from observation, from dealing with people, supporting people and stuff, and then trying to question them and even just their motives and stuff. I just watched it for a while, There's a lot of one-way support, if you want to call it that. There's a one-way, like, I need to come and, promote my shit and talk about my shit and be all, like, you just come as yourself, especially the little stream that I do. Like, that is the one place where a lot of shit goes on. Some people don't like it. Some people love it. Sometimes people can deal with it, but it just is what it is. There's no expectations there. It's just they're trying to get to know people, and that's what I've spent the process doing. I've gotten to know a lot of people through just doing that stuff, but they come on live. Some people show their faces. Some people, they don't want to show their faces. That's fine. But their voices and telling you what's going on and having conversations, and some people can't even handle that. So it's like, whatever. Tell me what I'm supposed to do here. You know, do you really want to see me sit here and just carry the torch for all this shit that for years I've researched, and we've done all kinds of shows on, been to all kinds of events, got to know people, talked to people, had a lot of these people on the show. Do you really want, after all those years, for me to be saying and doing the same shit? Did it really mean that I learned anything? If that's what it was, if after all these years, 8 years of the fucking podcast, 10, 11, 12 years, whatever, of investigating and stuff, after all that time and money spent and fucking boots on the ground, would you honestly want me to come here and be carrying the torch for bullshit at this point? Did I learn anything? Did I grow from it? Then it would be no. But I definitely have learned a lot, and I've definitely grown from it. You asked Jiggy 10 years ago, you know, even my own stuff, my own beliefs, the stuff that I was rooted in, trying to figure out what the stuff that happened to me in my path. I've never pushed that. I've just never pushed it because I've always questioned it. And I feel like some of the stuff has rational explanations in hindsight looking back. And now with my critical mind and research on a lot of this stuff, it's like, what was that? What through osmosis, or what through whatever I was exposed to, comic books and stuff like that. Because a lot of the stuff that happened around the time when I even talk about my first ghost experience, when I first started getting into comic books and stuff and sci-fi. And when things like Star Trek and Star Wars and everything started to come along, your mind expanded even more. So with some of those things that happened based on that, was it based on what other people were telling me, you know, with my older sisters or friends or whatever, or cousins, whatever, somebody else in the house playing a prank because I'm upstairs, but I hear somebody doing something downstairs, or I'm downstairs and I hear somebody, no one's home, doing something upstairs. I don't know. But I can't prove any of it. I have no film. I have very little, you know, I mean, I have memory of stuff, but there's nothing back then. There weren't iPhones. There weren't cameras everywhere. Things weren't camera ready. You know, there's a couple of pictures that are strange back then that were taken on Polaroids. But if you remember ever taking a Polaroid, you also remember that if it's exposed anyway, the wrong way, even when you're shaking it or blowing on it, whatever to do, or just leaving it to sit down and dry, that things happen to those pictures. They weren't perfect. So I'm glad I'm not 10 years later telling you all the same shit, thinking the same way. And that is because of a lot of hard work. So people can say whatever they want to say. Yeah, I didn't spend my time trying to learn how to edit crazy videos and make cartoons or make fucking TikTok videos with me critique. I just have never been into any of that stuff. I like the actual experience. I like the actual travel. I like the actual of getting to know people, to see people. That's why Billy is one of the perfect examples of getting to know somebody, spending a lot of time around a person, and then asking this person just basic questions and seeing how a motherfucker would flip-flop right in your face. And knowing that the shit that he says, it's like, yeah, what you say and who you are and being around you is two different things. Two different absolute people. You talk about giving and shit like that, but would take rides with me and never offer for pay for gas. Go out to dinner. He's never like, yeah, I got the, I got the check. Nothing like that. I feel you, it is what it is. So I'll keep doing what I do. I'll still go to fucking events. I'll still go. I'm not disruptive. I've always said that. Never have, never will be. It's not what I do. The altercations I've had with people were based on their approach, how they spoke to me, and I've only basically, two? Fucking Rex Bear and fucking Leidner and shit. Other than that, most people are cool. And there's people who didn't like me, avoided me and stuff like that. Cool. I get it. Everybody don't have to like me. This isn't a popularity contest. I haven't gone to any event to kiss anybody's ass, to just try to fucking be there, to get into anything. I've sat down and met a lot of fucking people. A lot of Hollywood people, all kinds of shit. I just don't give a fuck. I'm not starstruck. I'm not in any of that type of shit. Never. I said if this stuff was ever done any kind of way, it's going to be done the right way. If there would ever be money involved, it'd be from a corporation. Sirius or something who'd give some of the opportunity, maybe something like that or whatever, or a real fucking show on TV that lets us fucking actually try to investigate and even have to debunk shit if that's what we have to do. There's a ton of places that I'd love to go that are so mainstream and everyone complains that there's aliens, ghosts, all kinds of shit. Let me go to those places. Let me have actual access, use actual equipment, and I'll do a real fucking investigation and see what happens and take it from there. Will it ever happen? I don't know. but I don't expect you all to pay the way for me to do any of that type of shit. That's not the idea. I don't want anything from anybody, you know, especially folks who I know who work hard. Some people, there's a fucking pandemic that it was still going on. There are still people trying to recover from shit, and through all this, you still have people with their hands out, begging other people for shit that they just don't have. And it's not humble. It's not humility. It's fucking asinine to be begging the fucking people who have the least for shit. There are people. Listen, David Wilcox and them, Gaia. That's why people run Gaia, because Gaia had money as a platform. It just turned into a platform. When it was into yoga and everything, it was Gaia, I believe. Things were different. It was more of a platform that was making money, but it was trying to do some things that can be productive and healthy. You know? Okay.
Kit Kats?
What do you say?
Kit Kats?
I never saw Negro Kit Kats before. Jiggy, did you see?
Wait till you see what they look like when you open them.
I haven't seen.
Oh, these aren't the ones.
Philip Blair. I haven't seen. I actually was weird that you say that because I was actually watching some Josh Gate shit the other day, but they were promoting the whole thing about the UF cult in Thailand. See, the thing with them, like even like Ben Hansen, like this is where I Ben Hansen as a person, I like him. I don't know what his fucking credentials are. I've never spent the time looking into it. I've just had awesome conversations with him. I've done skywatches with him with a group that were just set up perfectly. He didn't embellish shit. He was pointing out satellites and stuff. So I like the show that he used to do where they actually would take the time to see if something was possibly real, or they would do their best to debunk it. I mean, they went out of their way to do stuff, create rockets, do all kinds of crazy shit to make the same conditions possible and then film what something possibly is. So shows that are actually out there trying to debunk stuff or show you that there's a possibility that it is real makes sense to me, but they're so few and far between. And there's not many people doing it. And that's see where Josh Gates goes with it.
Don't just be like, oh yeah, this one's true. You know? Like Mythbusters used to do.
Right,
You know?
that's makes sense. You know, you're trying to take something, especially these urban myths that we've all known forever. Oh
you
my
can
God.
say sometimes some of this stuff could be plausible. Could be very, very... Could be plausible, something.
But when you have a show on finding Bigfoot that's in 10 seasons and they've never found
Bigfoot, we know we're not going to find
You're
him.
not going to find Bigfoot. Like, you're just not. Like, or maybe you will, but is it going to be 10 seasons to do it? Like, how much money are they going to put into a show, and how much of that show are you going to be willing to watch?
As long as people keep watching it.
Yeah.
They're going to keep it on the air as long as people keep watching it.
Ancient aliens. When is it? Again, who cares? Can we get modern aliens? Can the aliens, please, if you're out there?
The funniest thing, like Ancient Aliens and anybody, especially the people, it's still, is it even still on? I think it's still
probably
new
like season
episodes
400 at this point.
But I know it's seasons. It's over 10 seasons, 15 seasons, or something like that.
Let's see.
Every other episode, just like Flat Earth Theory, it basically debunks and contradicts the episode fucking before it and shit. Because they have an episode on and they talk about this fucking shit, and then they have this next episode on and they talk this other idiot's on, and he says the complete opposite of what this fucking guy just said.
Ancient Aliens is 17 seasons.
But everybody still fucking believes, oh, Ancient Aliens, that's real stuff. They got it on TV. It's on the History Channel. You know that's mainstream media, right? You mean like CNN and stuff? Yeah, just like CNN and stuff.
Wait,
just like them.
17 or less? I can't tell. What?
Oh, that's okay, because they're telling the truth on that show. It's the truth.
It says it started in 2009. But it says 17 seasons. But, yeah. All right. Yep.
Yeah, I thought these were the Kit Kats that had green. The green on the outside, yeah.
They're Negro chocolate.
They just... Oh, it's glow-in-the-dark wrapper. That's what these ones are. So they got glow-in-the-dark wrapper Kit Kats now. But they also have Kit Kats that are green when you open it.
Well, you know, you got to be able to see your Kit Kat wrappers at night.
Yeah.
I eat my Kit Kats at night cause I can see them when I wake up from my dreams. Come on, everybody sing with me. Come on, bust out the crowd there. Sorry. We need to get to the truth behind the urban myth of this man from Nantucket.
Hey, I know a man from Nantucket, so it's real.
Yeah. Been to Nantucket. You know what I'm saying?
I was the man in Nantucket one time.
Me too, yeah. I was a black man in Nantucket. Fuck it. Yeah, it says 17 confirmed. Yeah, 17 fucking seasons. Whew. Oh man. And all those people.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know-
Yeah, that's a good example, Alfie. Yeah, how that movie came out, the Cowboys and Aliens. So they had an episode showing that there was fucking cowboys and aliens back in the day.
Yo, Contact in the Desert. What year was it? Was it 18 when I was there? Yeah, it was 18. He had a line. That's why I got the picture from. He had a line. And I happened to walk by and he was just standing there and I was like, yo, you know, your show, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, oh, you're cool. He was going to come on Paranormal Hood. I just talked about coming on, but he had to clear it with whatever management company or the station or something because he can't just do random shit without them knowing what it is. But he took a picture. He was a real nice, humble guy, but it's like, okay. The dude was, what was he, like a wrestling promoter or some shit? And wasn't he like
A bodybuilder promoter.
bodybuilding promoter? And all of a sudden, my man got the job of his life. And now he's an expert on aliens. He's like fucking, what's his name?
His credentials check out. He was really a bodybuilder before that, so you can believe it. I mean, a bodybuilder reporter or whatever before that, and promoter. So it checks out, and so you can believe him, right? Right, right, Steven? Can we believe him?
Yeah.
His credentials check out.
And I mean, he's been. Wait.
We know you're gonna watch and listen to this.
Hey, listen. How many places has he been to, though? I mean, he's traveled the world. He's been to pyramids. He's been to all these places. He's an expert on all this shit now. Right? He's educated himself, you know, through actual research and boots on the ground work. So it's real. He's legit. So everybody go watch Ancient Aliens and get your fix and learn the truth about, you know, the aliens and how they really impacted us and what we didn't do and how dumb and lazy and we're slaves and we're food and we're fodder for aliens. Pretty much. Like, you know, we're just dumbass human beings. We're just ants.
Yeah, and all those thousands of historians and archaeologists and everything else like that.
Adventurers, explorers, everything. All this stuff.
They're all paid shills. They're getting paid by Soros
and the
Rockefellers and the Rothschilds. They all cutting everybody a check, and then they had them invent all this.
Don't forget the Illuminati.
They had them all come up with because all these writers are getting paid. They wrote out this whole story and everything to cover up the real truth about the aliens and the technology that used to be back in the day. And you can believe me because my credentials check out too.
Yep.
Our credentials check out, so we're telling you that this whole thing, it's all a big giant cover-up. Ancient aliens are real. You know, so all these other scientists and stuff, even if their credentials, if they check out, they're not telling the truth. That's because it's Soros. Soros gave them fake credentials and everything, you know, with all his Soros money and stuff. And the Dark Cabal, they can do that stuff, just like they did to Bob Lazar, and they erased everybody's they erased everybody's memory and all his records and every evidence of him everywhere.
His mama don't remember, his sister don't remember, nobody
None of the
remembers.
flight attendants that worked that would have been working that flight that he would have had to take back and
The
forth to
Janus
go to both
flights,
these.
You know.
Nope. So.
Right. Nobody else remembers him anywhere. Everywhere he's been, there's not a whole bunch of people like, I went to school with him. He went to MIT.
Because the Dark Cabal, they made sure nobody would ever know, just like, you know. But you can trust us because our credentials are real, and we're telling you this stuff, so it's all real. It's real.
Right.
100%.
Nobody, not even somebody like, yes, I work at a deli in Harvard Square, and
aliens
Bob used to come and eat
really
sandwiches all the time.
Aliens really used to like to come here and, you know,
fuck us
and stack stones. That's
change us.
That's why we have pyramids all around the world. It's not because it's the simplest, easiest fucking, you know, engineering solution when that's all you have to build with and primitive tools. It's because aliens, they enjoy. That's a pastime of them while they're cruising out there, cruising the galaxy and stuff like that. They see a nice rocky planet. They're like, yo. And it's got life on it.
Mm-hmm. They look good too.
You want to go down there?
Some of them taste good.
We're gonna fuck some space apes, stack some stones.
Let's make the laziest slave race ever. We're gonna make a bunch of slaves to manufacture monotonic.
And then they made sure they're like, we got to make sure we got to clean up. You know, they're very, you know, they like to party, but they also make sure they don't leave any evidence behind except for their giant fucking stone buildings and shit.
Nothing.
That's it. And us, obviously.
No, it's all buried in Antarctica.
Well, they left us because, you know, we're the results of them fucking space apes.
Right. Oh, yeah. Yep. Right. Yeah.
So they left behind us, but they took all the other evidence and stuff. Everything they used to stack the stones and how it's all done. You know.
Yeah.
It's all real. It's all real.
Yep. Oh, that's right. The cow mutilations, they come here to fuck with cows and stuff. And they like to do graffiti. And they like to do a lot of artwork in cornfields and shit like that. Like, you know, these aliens are they're very human, like they're very primitive, you know. We got to mark everywhere we've been and everything. Right, I get it. Yeah. Seems legit. Sounds about right.
I ran for class president one time. You can believe me.
I ran for secretary in one.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
My man over here. Look at that, huh? You know what I'm saying?
It's on my resume.
I ran for class president, and I lost, and I kind of went a little crazy after that. Ended up in the hospital and stuff, and you know, it's, you know, things happen though. But I'm better now. Nothing wrong. No mental health issues or anything like that. We're good to go on this page.
I was center on the
so you can
basketball
believe
team.
you can believe me
Yep.
and what I'm saying. You know
Yep.
what I mean. If we can get Dr. Cambio on in here, and he'll verify.
No, she didn't sound crazy to me talking to her. Yeah. Okay. Hey. And people say they're attracted to that. Yeah, if you're attracted to crazy, good luck. Like, I hear you. I've heard that crazy's fun. You know, I've dealt with some crazy in my life, and it's just not fun.
It's really not. It's not.
fun at
Well,
all.
it depends on what kind of crazy.
No,
Depends on the level of it.
no.
There's different types of crazy.
But that kind of crazy,
That kind of crazy, yeah, no, that's
Yeah,
not. I'm good
let's
with
lay
that.
in bed instead of Netflix and chill. Let's just talk about how we're gonna be saved by aliens. It'd be like sitting in bed with someone talking about now that we fucked, we should talk about Jesus. You know, have you heard about my Lord and Savior? You know, let's have a good conversation about Jesus, okay? Yeah, let's talk about space aliens. They're gonna come and well, we just can't, but okay, we can worry about the space aliens. Yeah, they're gonna come and then what's gonna happen? And no, I don't need that kind of crazy in my life. I'm good.
Yeah, no, not that crazy, but
I'm
you
good.
know.
That's the problem with a lot of people too. A lot of people talk this crazy shit, and then they start talking crazy shit and everything. I'm out. Like, okay, I try to relate to some of it, and I'm like, I'm good. Some people
Oh,
take
yeah,
this
yeah.
shit and they try to be wordsmiths and use big words. And
Your
be all-
your 5-minute rule is gonna be in full effect this weekend, dude. I saw the list of speakers. Yeah, there's some cool people gonna be there and stuff with that and everything, you know. But
Yep.
then, you're gonna You're like, oh no, I gotta be right here. Sorry, I'm working right now. I'm working.
Listen, you want to talk about mushrooms and DMT and stuff? We can talk about experiences and stuff like that. Anything beyond that, you start hitting me with some crazy shit. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm working. Sorry, gotta go.
Yeah, I'm working.
Peace out, man.
I ain't here for all that. We don't do that here. I'm gonna have my fucking Black Panther hand going. I don't do that here. That's the one thing I used to like about doing security too, when I could keep my earpiece in my ear and the radios were going and stuff, and I could hear my guys and shit and stuff like that, communication. And people would talk about, can't hear you. Yeah, I'm a little busy here, buddy. You know, yeah, something's going on. Gotta go. Yeah, maybe that's why I should just go back to old school everywhere. If I'm doing whatever my work, just go back to wearing an earpiece and shit. That was the best thing ever.
I don't know if you got your vaccination or not, but yet or not. But I'd probably you're probably gonna want to wear a mask and stuff there. It's definitely gonna be.
I ain't there to be shaking hands and fucking hugging babies.
Oh, but if you're in a big room full of anti-vaxxers, dude, it's a COVID hotspot, dude. It's like Corey's event. It's gonna be like just like that because you know a lot of them people are gonna be there like that. So I'm just saying, just be careful,
I'm
man.
not there for all that.
Just be careful there.
I'm not there for all that.
Be safe. You know what I mean? You're gonna be in a room with all.
You assume a lot. Again, I'm not there for all that. Not at all. Say you to be Hail Marys and pass it on.
Well, I know you're not there you're there with you're doing security for Willie and stuff, but I mean, it's gonna be, you know what I mean? You're gonna be around all these type of people
you
and stuff.
assume
So
a lot. Again, you don't know how I
You
work.
just-
That's not what my job even entails. I don't get seen. I'm not there to be seen. I'm not there to do anything.
all right, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You
I'm
gotta,
the invisible
you gotta,
man in the room.
You know,
If
there's
I'm
a
in the
lot
room.
of it's gonna be a Corey event.
Yeah.
Gonna be a lot of people there to.
Listen, yeah.
Although I think that area too, because that area of California, they still might have mask mandates and stuff on a lot of things anyway. So, and if they're trying to do everything to keep it, you know what I mean? So they'll
Yeah.
probably try and have people do that stuff.
And
stuff.
I also know who I'm traveling with. He ain't fucking stupid.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, I know that. That's what I'm just, you know. Because I know you're not vaccinated yet, and I'm pretty sure he is and stuff. Just saying, just make sure you got masks and stuff so you can just be safe. Just want you to be safe out there and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what I do. That's why I'm still here. Shit, I faced a lot worse than that, trust me. I never feel sorry for people that knowingly do stupid shit.
Nope, I don't feel sorry for people that knowingly do stupid shit either.
If people are willing to die, let them die. If anything, whatever someone's willing to die for, people die for stupid shit every fucking day and beyond that.
That's I don't feel sorry for any of them.
If I put myself in a stupid situation, I don't feel sorry for me. I've never asked for anybody's fucking sympathy. I'm not a denier. I'm not any of that type of shit. Like I said, I'm just, I maneuver a certain way, especially when I'm working. If you sign up for Space Force, there's actually something. Hold on, let me see if I can find this real quick.
There's a website. Let me
Yeah.
put it up on here.
I had read something about it not too long ago on the website. Where the fuck is it? Well, you're going directly to the website, right?
Yeah.
We want you.
Space Force careers right here. You want a military or you want a civilian one? Let's look at military, huh? You want to sign up to be in a military Space Force? Guardians Wanted. Is this website made by Corey Good?
I was going to cater to the people that probably watch this shit and cater to those folks. The Guardians.
Sky is not the limit.
Who wants to be Star-Lord? Guard the galaxy.
Is it showing that? Did it take it to that? Oh, it didn't take it to the video that's playing.
I don't hear it. Yeah, I can see it.
You guys didn't get to see the video. It doesn't because it opened a new page. Oh. They got civilian careers too. Oh, it opens a new page too. This would be, let's see, what could you
Let's
do?
see if there's a YouTube clip of it.
Oh, they want to know how I got to this page? I got to this page other. No, I don't want to specify. Alright, what's it say about civilians? Maybe your purpose on this planet isn't on this planet.
Yeah, you can go right. Just go to YouTube. You can find clips.
Yeah, it's probably clips on there. And
There are.
too, but
Yeah, it's the United States Space Force recruiting video. It's like 3 minutes long. First,
yeah, if you want to sign up with the Space Force, man, just go right to the website.
Let us know how that works out for you.
Let me put the last blunt thing up.
Yep. Feeling sorry for people doesn't make sense. Even people going through shit. Everybody on YouTube, everybody on social media, everything is going through something. A billion GoFundMe's, everything. Everybody's going through something. Everybody's dealing with a fucking pandemic, jobs, housing, all kinds of crazy shit. This isn't one person. This ain't Will Smith. You ain't the last person left on the fucking planet, or supposedly.
I just cut down a 10-pound plant. Please send to my GoFundMe. Hold on. We're going to start grifting and stuff. I need money.
I need money.
I'm going to start lying, but you can believe me because my credentials check out.
Yeah. So the aliens told me that they're going to come, what year is this?
Well, we're going to have, we got Angelique coming up. And we'd have Lou Alzando on.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got a really special one. I don't know how we're going to do this one. Simon Pox is going to be here live in the studio. He's going to have sex with an alien.
I won't be here for that. Reach out to Barry Littleton. He's black. I should reach
Dude,
out
if
to him.
you're gonna sell out, you gotta sell out all the way.
Get Billy back on here.
Yep, Billy's coming back on.
Alexis Brooke, I think, is the black woman. There's some black folks. There's a couple, like 3 or 4. Yeah.
Eric Von Daniken's gonna try and make it out. It's tough for him. He's getting up there in ages, though. You know.
We're gonna see
have
if we
him
can get
on.
George Norrie on here. We're gonna interview him. George
And
Norrie.
Bob Lazar. I'm gonna get Bob Lazar on here because he's legit. His credentials checked out until the CIA destroyed it all.
Dolan, Knapp, everybody. Let's just do the time warp.
So I need money, so I'm just gonna sell out.
Yep.
Send your donations now.
Our OnlyFans ending soon, so make sure you go over there and put a little stank on it. Okay.
We'll probably get a lot of hits over there when we have the Simon Parks thing. Make a lot of money on that. That'll be a good one. Simon Parks fucking aliens.
Yeah, I fucking alien. I got an alien baby. Remember?
Yeah, you got an alien baby.
Kids.
Yeah,
alien kids. I got
and
clone kids
clones.
in the future. We can get them on here and shit. That'd be worth it, right? Yeah.
I found Bigfoot.
Remember Bigfoot tried to attack us?
Oh, yeah.
In the Bridgewater Triangle? Or was that a pug wedgie? Or something. One of those cryptids attacked us.
It was something that ran through there.
Yeah. Chupacabra.
Something. I don't know exactly what the fuck it was.
Alien, maybe. It might have been a tall gray.
Could have been.
That light up there was a small space.
It might have been Carnage. It could have been Carnage.
Venom?
I'm cool with Venom.
Could have been Thanos.
Venom would have said what's up. Could have been Carnage.
I think it was Thanos. He was looking for a stone in the Bridgewater Triangle. That's why the triangle.
He was, yeah. The Sorcerer's Stone was there.
That's why it's so active. 'Cause we found.
It's a portal. There's a portal there.
Yep.
It's a temporal portal of the quantum vortexes that all swirls around. It's just as powerful as the vortexes of the temporal portals and quantum fields of the Sedona vortexes. There's 7 of them. There's 7 vortexes in Sedona too. That's why it's so special. Just like your chakras, each one represents the chakra of the humans. And that's Mother Earth's
Talk about
chakras.
fucking woo,
And you can believe me because I'm telling you, and my credentials check out again. That's why Sedona, Arizona is so special because that's where the chakras of Mother Earth are.
Don't forget
they're all
East
right
City
there.
Ranch,
Those
though.
portals.
East City,
That's a different type of portal. This is this is the chakras of the Earth right there. And they move around. They used to be in Egypt, and they've been all of the chakras of the Earth. These portals.
They shot the whole place?
Chakras,
Shock
and
everybody.
they move all over the place and stuff. And when you look at it where they've been and you draw it makes macabre and stuff, and you can do all the and if you add 3, 6, and 9 to it, it's the secret of the universe that Tesla said. And this checks out because my credentials check out.
Yeah.
So no need to even Google any of this stuff. You don't have to ask me any. If you have some questions, feel free to ask, but you don't really have to ask me any, hard questions or delve for too much evidence because my credentials check out.
It's sad. If they knew how many of the celebrities who our bodyguard were actually aliens, they're like galactic princesses and kings and stuff.
Well, it's just like Men in Black, That's
Right.
what they do,
Yeah.
Elvis didn't die. He just went home.
Tupac, Biggie, Michael Jackson.
They just went back to their planets.
27 Club. They
That's
had the contracts. They made the contracts with their soul contracts. And
They can only stay here and stuff, and we get to tell you this stuff because that's what we chose to do in our other lifetimes. We made a contract too, and this is what we come here to do.
Yep.
That's what it's part of the thing and everything.
Yeah. We chose this life.
Yeah, so
We said, fuck it. We're doing it live.
I don't remember much about that. I just remember that I signed a contract to come back to the Earth to be part of the light workers and save the Earth and tell you all about the aliens and and
You remember the question? There was so many
dimensions.
questions, like what you could be, like you want to be a celebrity. Then it's like context, like basketball
I
player.
said I want to save the
singer.
earth.
Right,
I want to
yeah.
save the earth, and they're
Yeah.
like, okay, so you're going to be a special gifted person, and the aliens will contact you when it's time. And I was like, oh, that sounds cool. That sounds cool. Sign me up for that. They're like, just make sure that your credentials check out so people believe you.
Right.
So I was like, all right, I'll make sure that all my forklift. Yeah, maybe I should get my forklift license recertification and stuff like that, because I let it expire. I don't drive a forklift really anymore. I mean, I can if I have to. I can hop in it, but I'm technically not licensed to drive it.
Yeah, when I worked for Chrysler, I was ISO 9000 certified.
There you go.
Yeah.
And I maybe redo my certifications just so they're up to date, because people might question it. They'd be like, "Yeah, you were certified, but you're not." Oh, but she.
And, I did.
Well, maybe no. It should slide because she doesn't work for the Department of Intelligence anymore, and she doesn't work for and she's not in the military anymore. So we should be fine, even though my licenses are expired and stuff like that.
Got you. Yeah. I used
Still says that I went there and shows that I went there. You know what I mean?
I scooped ice cream. I made fraps and stuff, Yeah. It's part of my credentials, so I know a lot about stuff.
Oh yeah, you were certified in ice cream making. Yeah.
But my real insight.
You got to know how to know how to churn the cream just right.
Right. Yeah.
It's just there's a secret to getting it just
how to
so it's
flip
the
that
right.
Burger, the ice cream, how much milk, how much syrup. Is it a frap? Is it a malt? Is it a milkshake? You know what I mean? Is it a fribble? Like there's all kinds of fucking shit. Stuff is fucking confusing. I learned all that stuff. Your young age, too. I was young. I lied about my age.
Anything that he says or I say now,
right?
It's definitely, you can believe it. It's all right. You might not have believed us before. You might have said some things. You might have gotten upset with us and stuff when you first heard what we talk about. But just rest assured now, it's okay. You can believe everything that we say. Our credentials check out. You can check them out for yourself, and you can see for yourself that I was forklift certified. I also went to burger management training, so I can manage a Burger King. When they said that, I was like, "What? You really? There's really like?" I thought that I was like, "You guys really copied McDonald's and stuff, and you got a fucking school and everything like that." It's not like a whole campus like McDonald's had that I went to. It's just an old Burger King and stuff, and you go and
have it your way.
They teach you how to be a fucking manager for Burger King and shit for the day. But I'm certified. I really went to do that and everything. You know what I mean? I went to high school and stuff.
Yo, when I worked at Brigham's, they gave me a hat and
the
a
high
shirt.
school I went to, that would really be it. I'm not going to say the name right now out to everybody, but if you wanted, maybe some of you offline, and then you can go and you can check and you can see me in the yearbook that I went to that high school. So when I tell you aliens and stuff are real, now, even though you were mad at me before, thought I was a liar like everybody else, you can definitely believe me now.
Yo. Hey, I went to school with Mark Wahlberg, Donnie Wahlberg, Danny Woods. Come on. You can check my credentials. It's legit.
Yeah, just phone those guys up and ask them.
Yeah,
They'll tell you.
Just
They're
look,
like, yeah,
look
we
at
know
the
Jiggy.
You went to Copley High School, you know what I'm saying? Hey, yeah, it's legit. So there you go. What other credentials you want?
Yeah, I really went to the Burger King school. Yeah. You got it if you want to be a manager for Burger King.
Yeah, no, I didn't get that far, Brigham, so I just enjoyed scooping ice cream.
So yep. Just graduated high school.
Hey, I worked at a pharmacy.
I was living the American dream.
I worked at a pharmacy in the Prudential Center.
Oh, there you go.
I worked at a
You're
pharmacy.
Pharmacist, yeah. Credentials
I
check
worked
out.
at a pharmacy.
Checks out. But yeah, I was living the American dream. Started working at Burger King right before high school was over and stuff, and they wanted me to be a manager then. I mean, this was like my first job and shit, like real job or whatever, and they're like, hey, you want to be a manager? And I'm like, how old are you and stuff? And I'm like, I'm only 17. They're like, oh, all right. Well, when you 18? And it was like a couple months, and they're like, oh, all right, we'll just get you ready for it and everything. And when you turn 18, we'll just do it. And I was like, sure, okay. It was kind of crazy. It kind of sucked because all my friends, we all got the job because the Burger King opened right across from the school and shit. And we all got a job. We're all working there and shit. And then a couple months later, I'm all that Boston shit. But it kind of worked out in some ways and shit because we were just selling a whole shitload of drugs out of there. But yeah, so then when I turned 18 and stuff, they're like, all right, we can send you over to the Burger King school and stuff, so you can take the management class and all that and everything. And I went, and so I'm Burger King management certified.
So you know the inside. He knows things that you guys would understand. Yeah. Take it out. Got credentials. Okay. Anything else you want to know?
Yep.
Should I list every tour, every fucking artist, whatever?
Yep, you can believe us. Might not have believed anything we said before, but now our credentials are real, so you can believe. It's just one of those things. I understand sometimes I don't believe people until I check their credentials, and then I see that their credentials check out. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I believe you in your story now. I'm sorry that I said all that stuff about you and it said that you were a liar and I didn't believe you and your imaginary friends. But now that I see your credentials are real, I know your imaginary friends are real too. I mean, I know your imaginary friends aren't imaginary. I'm sorry.
No, but they are real because they said they're real. Yeah.
So that's totally legit. That totally makes sense. I could see why people would be mad at us for getting mad at him for doing all that. Holy shit. Oh man. I didn't even notice because I was working and stuff. I just usually when I was cleaning the offices and shit, so I just throw something on YouTube. I saw CW was on, so I said what's up or whatever and shit. So I didn't even see anything after that point. I didn't see if anybody said hi or anything like that until you came here. I wanted to check. I was like, did I come through a time machine? Am I fucking junior high again and shit? I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm part of a fucking Twitter fucking thing, a Twitter spat, and I'm not even on Twitter. People are blocking me on other people's channels and shit. You're a good moderator right there, taking that responsibility seriously.
Yeah. Great job. I mean, you said hi. It's fucked up, man. It's so controversial. Yeah. Well, whatever.
What else happened on Twitter? Because I don't even remember.
There's a lot of blocking, and then somebody's a pro psychic, and I was hitting on them at an event, and because they're a pro psychic, and that was it.
How did that come into? Where did that come from?
Dude, where did
peeing
in a backpack come from? Like, you have these conversations, especially when people are talking about they're into magic and occults and everything, and I'm trying to understand this shit, and then I get called muggles and all kinds of shit, and I'm just like, I can't keep up with it. Clearly, I am a muggle.
So people are mad.
I'm not into Harry Potter.
So did people talking about how they're upset about us calling out Cambion for being the sellout that he is and everything like that, and then some chick is just like, yeah, he tried to hit on me.
Yeah, she's like, somebody's fucking DM somebody this shit. It's like, this event was how many years ago? And,
she just randomly throws it into the conversation now, like that has anything to do with anything else.
She DM'd somebody who just had the balls to be one of the people who stood up and was like, listen, like, I don't know why I'm fucking getting DM'd this stuff. It's like, okay. It's like... yeah. That's what I get for trying to understand fucking Harry Potter, because I don't understand Harry Potter. I am a muggle and all that shit. I don't understand the complications of shit. I think if there is magic, it's probably some simple shit, and people...
Okay, I don't understand why you can't just leave that in when you fucking watching the movie and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You want to fucking talk like Harry Potter or something.
Dude, there are people who speak Klingon.
Exact. That's the same shit. Okay, cool. You and your friends are watching Star Trek and stuff, or Star Wars, whatever. And exactly. And you want to do that, or you want to fucking be like muggle, where you're having a Harry Potter marathon and stuff. That's cool. That's all well and fine. But when you come into the fucking real world here with everybody else and stuff, and you walk up to me, you're like, "How you doing, muggle?" I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Go back over there with the other fucknuts, okay?"
That's basically what I'm saying. You can't have a fucking...
You can't fucking interact. Regular conversation there's nothing wrong with enjoying some Harry Potter or some Star Trek or whatever the fuck it is and shit. But when you coming out and you start fucking talking like this to other people, like they're going to be like, oh yeah, that's cool. Let me talk fucking back like that and everything. everywhere you go and think that everybody's cool with it, that's a problem. That's where it starts to go from, okay, this is cool and entertaining, to I'm leaning to the mental health issues and I should start go and speak to somebody or something like that. Because the next thing you're going to say is you talk to aliens, these aliens that you think that you're a fucking Klingon, you know, you're going to tell people you're a Klingon. I was born and my parents left me here because, you know,
I'm a star
we were here on a we were here and we were collecting flowers and stuff like that and everything, and then somebody bunch of hunters came.
My grandparents, my parents. I picked you. I picked everybody in the fucking thing. You know, it's like, yeah, you know, it's all pre-planned, predestined. This is all supposed to be the way it is. And
well, no, I'm an alien that was left here. Yeah, I'm a Klingon alien that was left here. And, you know, it was really, you know, we saw this nice planet. Me and my family, we decided to stop, have a little picnic and everything. It was nighttime. I didn't think anybody would see us, you know, but we had the flashing lights on. You know, my dad likes to have all the flashing lights on the UFO so everybody can see us coming, even when we're trying not to be, you know. So we landed, and then all of a sudden, like, all these people with guns and dogs started coming and stuff. And my parents, they just ran up into the spaceship, and I was over there trying to, you know, just get something to eat and stuff. And they took off without me and stuff, so I ended up in this house, and this little kid was giving me M&Ms and Reese's Pieces.
I was sent here on a mission. See, what happened was my squad...
But yeah. Then I found out that they actually left me here because it was for a mission and stuff like that. Yeah. And so, you know, I'm here to save all you muggles, and you can tell it's true because my credentials check out.
Wait, so muggle is actually a racist term? Means to mean half breed. It's disgusting and racism and bigotry that gets a pass in certain. That jolly.
I knew it wasn't. I knew it didn't have like the whole like it wasn't actually a good term and everything. Like I didn't know that they get down like that in Harry Potter land and stuff. I mean, it's so deep with it. But I guess you know.
Hey, I
guess little kids, you know.
The Harry Potters I had seen, I think the black characters were the bad ones anyways. Like they weren't like the most latest ones. One of the, but whatever. Yeah, okay. Hey, so I guess I am a muggle, right? That's just like
and pretty much in everything, the bad people are usually
some kind of
of a darker color. It would be a dark color. It's never like the bad guys are white and pink and stuff like that.
Bad guys wear black.
The bad guys, you know,
that's MC.
The color is pink or something. And fucking, you know, it's always, you know, there. You know, here comes these gray beings or these gray spirits or these black demons or these brown demons
and MC
whatever.
Search, third base. Yeah, one of the best lines about that shit. Gas face. Everything. Hey, listen. Hey, but you're not racist if you got 4 black tires. Always remember that, okay? As long as you're driving a car, riding a motorcycle where you only got 2 black tires, but if you got something, you got black tires on it, then you're good, okay? You're doing your part. One of the fucking funniest, but woo! Hey, like I said, even some of the shit that people have said to me and stuff like that around this, they don't even get the racial undertones of it. It's cool. Like it's almost like, you know, very few people stepped up to even be like, not necessarily saying, well, you're right, but hey, Diggy, you know, this is how you've always conducted business. This is how you got you and Smoking do things. Like you're not just randomly picking somebody and all of a sudden just flipping on them one day. Like it was little by little you question things. I questioned Billy. I hung out with this dude. You guys don't understand how much time I spent with him. Fucking what's the story?
So much.
What Alan Stein? What's Steinfeld? I could just name people. All these people I've spent hours, days, different events with, and stuff like that. And once you start to question them, they don't like it.
And then the funny thing is Cambians be like, well, they don't like my videos. Why don't they watch? They don't need to watch them. Why do they watch them? And what, you know?
Well, you're doing an interview with somebody who's fucking major and supposed to be groundbreaking.
You're doing stuff that's relevant in this thing, so we're gonna watch it. Okay, if you don't like Corey Good or you don't like David Wilcox or fucking, you know, Dick Dolan over there, Dickie boy. Why are you watching their videos? Why are you talking to them?
Why are you creating
It's the same exact thing. This is exactly, we're doing the same exact thing that you're doing to everybody else. So if you're upset about this or other people are upset about us doing this, go over there. I don't want to hear about it. Actually, you can stay here and watch all you want, but I don't want to hear about it. You can fucking whine and cry all you want and stuff. I'll fucking collect your tears in a cup. Save them in a jar.
In a bucket? Fuck it.
Fucking put them up in a jar behind us with the tears.
The tears of a clown. Whatever. I guess we'll be the bad guys. I have no problem with that.
That's
Don't
okay.
care.
That's
Everybody
okay.
is a fucking bad guy, right?
Yeah, everybody is a fucking bad guy.
It's okay.
It's okay. Shut
Yeah,
up.
I'll be a
Not a
fucking
quail.
bad- See?
You
There goes
fucking
the
love me
bad
in the
guy,
morning.
okay? There
You
goes the
fuck-
bad guy.
Yeah.
Right there, at the fucking
You
door.
know?
Okay, motherfuckers? I've been the bad guy in a lot of arenas. It's all good. I have thick skin. This is, again, the thing. I have very thick skin. Nothing about this. People who block me, unfollow me,
I
unlike
fucking
me,
find it
have
hilarious.
shit to say. It's just like, sorry, you know, you
High-
catch feelings to this. Good luck.
hilarious. People can call me all the names they want. I just laugh. I laugh and I laugh. I think it's hilarious. I just fucking laugh at the idiocracy of it all.
You're such bad guys. You horrible people. You call anybody but the fucking, you know, the list of people. There's a list. See, that's what exists. There's a list
You
of
could
people
call
you
out
can talk
all.
about.
You could call out all those people, but you can't call out my guy.
Nope.
Not my guy.
Nothing you could say could take them away from their guy.
He's a good guy, even though he's doing stuff.
Nothing that they
that's,
do
you
will
know.
make you be untrue to your guy. Your guy. Come on, y'all. Y'all know that song.
We'll do a last one, I guess. Fuck it. Fuck it. You know, I don't need sleep anymore.
What is sleep?
I don't need fucking sleep.
Dude, we're stoners. We ain't shit.
My
We ain't
fucking
ready to
foot
do,
will
you know.
heal someday. I don't need to fucking stay off of it. Fuck.
You know, I'm leaving on a jet plane, but I know when I'll be back again. Come on, anybody in Cali want to link up? Just come say hi. Let's smoke a
I
blunt or
could,
something.
you know what I could do instead of doing all the stuff that I have to do. We just sell the fuck out, dude.
Let's just right. I mean, just.
I know the production company that Angelie's doing work with. She's the flavor of the week right now. We can hit up her, maybe Lou.
No, you know what? Fuck her. Why don't we just reach out to any one of those production companies that have been talking to us or haunting us for
We'll
years?
tell them our stories.
Right, and we'll just
Yeah,
go
we'll
and
just go out there.
So
and
we
we'll
could probably be on Ancient Ale. We could just retract.
do it in front of the
everything.
White House.
No, can't we find a black house? There's a nice black house in Method.
Well, what about the Statue of Liberty or something? That's really symbolic
Washington
and stuff.
Monument
All
is
the
out-
fake, the Fakriots will love that.
No,
All the Fakriots.
No, we could do it on the Constitution. We got connects. Why not the Constitution? It's the oldest commissioned battleship in the country, in the world, I believe.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
right
we
there.
sunk most of those motherfuckers with
It's
that
right
thing.
there.
Yeah, we could
But
do
I don't
that.
think most people would get that you know most
Symbolism of it?
most people are gonna be like, what? They're on an old boat. You know, and they're gonna be like, what's that old boat? It's like falling apart and stuff.
Lizzie Borden's house.
Yeah.
We'll do
But
it-
what's that got to do with aliens and saving the world? That's why I think the Statue of Liberty. Because, you know, she did DC, so everybody knows the Statue of Liberty. We're like, we're here to save this beautiful statue.
Area 51.
And we'll tell them how the Statue of Liberty, they used to be, that she was a real woman until she got turned into a statue.
Right.
There used to be giant women like that all around and stuff.
They thought
That's
they
why
could
the
liberate her
aliens,
by turning her into
that's
a
why the
statue.
giant aliens came here, because they saw the giant Statue of Liberty ladies walking around, and they're like, we got to get some of that, and we'll help these other aliens build the pyramids. That's how that all went down. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop working and everything, and I don't need to, you know, grow all my plants to smoke and stuff anymore, because I'll just, you know, all my Patreon donors and stuff, we can just, you know, support me, you know, me getting weed and everything, and my whole family and stuff like that. I can just kick my foot up, it will heal in no time and stuff, instead of fucking, you know, taking a sweet old time, because I'm on that shit all day long. Normally a month after you break something, the swelling, you know, is pretty much gone, but now every night my foot's still swollen. So please send your Patreon donations, join our OnlyFans.
Before it goes away. You can follow us on D Live and send the stuff that D Livers send. Yeah, there's a old MySpace page.
We got PayPal, Patreon. What else is there now?
Cash App.
You can just
Venmo,
Cash App, Venmo,
Zelle.
anything to us.
Let's see.
You can just do it all. You know.
can buy us Google Play gift cards. That would actually be very.
My dog is out of biscuits, so you know, can somebody help with that? My dog needs some biscuits. It's really been tough without him having biscuits for the last few hours today. We didn't realize he was that low on the big ass fucking box of biscuits, and so we're really struggling here. We're really struggling. The store's closed now. The pet store's closed, and so
Oh shit! Wait a minute.
somebody can help out. Send all the donations you
don't
can,
forget the
please.
lights are about to get turned out.
Oh yeah, the lights we
Gotta
need.
get those
So
lights on.
so send the donations and stuff. To what you know.
Some
Cash
survival
App's
food.
the best. The Cash App, straight up Cash App, just comes right to me and everything. You know what I mean? Right out of your account, right into mine. We need money. We need money. Coming up next week, we're gonna have we're gonna have some groundbreaking stuff. We're gonna be, you're gonna have to. It won't be free on YouTube anymore. You're gonna have to pay for it and everything on our new TV service and stuff. You're gonna have to sign up for a subscription now. And you're going to have to see it. If you want to see it first live and everything like you do normal, eventually we'll put it out here on YouTube, some clips and stuff. Like Joe Rogan, because we're going to sign a big contract with Gaia TV now.
No, there's a new TV service.
Well,
that
yeah,
no
it's
one
like,
knows about.
it's like Gaia TV, but it's a
And
new thing.
there's secret negotiations
it's
with Trevel, Historia, different channels. Yeah, Discovery.
Yeah,
sections.
all kinds of big news coming and stuff. But yeah, you're gonna have to get a subscription and stuff. We'll give you guys a coupon code and stuff, so you can get 3% off.
Yep.
Your first year.
And yeah, we take cash. You can send
You're
envelopes of
3%
cash,
off your first year,
Bitcoin.
but you only get that 3% off if you pay for the first year in full and everything.
We take
It's
gold,
a really sweet
silver,
deal. Really sweet deal.
Rare coins, jewelry. You can send whatever you want. Send all that stuff. You got some jewelry? Send me some jewelry, okay? I'll take it. Send all that shit.
And then
Survival
after
food.
we let everybody know our story, we'll have some guests on again. We'll pitch some softballs to them.
Yep.
You
Get
know,
D'Souza back on here. We'll mend the fences with Billy Casson. Tell them that really what happened was we were just trying to vet everybody to see how serious they were, but we figured out how serious and how truthful they all are. I'll go fucking try to refriend Stacy Good on Facebook to see if she can bridge the gap with me and Corey.
well, definitely, I think John D'Souza, his credentials definitely check out.
He was in the FBI.
He was in the FBI. He really went to the whatever college it
We
was.
can get
that
Ben
he-
Hansen back on here too.
Yeah,
He
it's-
wasn't,
it's-
but John said he wasn't a real agent.
Yeah.
He said he looked it up
Yeah.
and he could not find any agent Ben
Yeah,
Hansen.
yeah. But yes, Jeff, I've definitely looked into the credentials of John D'Souza. His credentials check out. His background checks out. He was definitely in the FBI. I forget what was the name of the school.
Yo, what about the chick who
and
had
stuff.
the
He
head
went to
injury?
besides Quantico, you know what I mean? Because he graduated from the FBI, graduate of Quantico and stuff. But he did go to another college or something, and it all checks out. It checks out. He graduated from the high school he said he graduated from. We went over this information with him, and at the time we checked on that when we had him on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, we weren't assholes to him, but we were trying to ask him questions. But everything was my book, my book, my book, my book.
Well, I'd already seen him live. That's why I was trying to see if maybe on.
Yeah,
here.
we were trying to see if we could get him on hand. Is he sued? I mean, but we weren't assholes to him or anything like
Nope.
that.
We weren't assholes.
I think
to
that one's
anybody.
still up, but some of the ones that even YouTube's hitting us on some of the old ones because we used to play music and shit. Now, randomly, I noticed them. Like I get a thing saying, "Oh, we took this down because of the copyright."
don't take anything
because
down.
the things, it's just
Nothing.
It's crazy. They hit you for shit that's years fucking old. That's why all my weed videos are fucking private.
The only way you can find out 6 drops is if you actually go to the OnlyFans.
We do have all those interviews and stuff. Like I have the Billy interviews and stuff. Like I actually think I made that one private because
But the first Billy interview was probably on Blog Talk anyways.
Yeah.
So all the stuff on Blog Talk isn't taken down. A lot of the visual interviews were different. Even some of the most wackadoo fucking people you'll ever fucking heard. We've listened to them all and okay, well, flick of the wrist, I can make, well, how do you do that? And blah, blah, blah. And no one ever... We got pictures of those giant Godzillas throwing fireballs in New York, and
we'd be nice. Yeah, oh yeah, you killed him with a flicker. Well, how did you do that? Try and press them a little bit, not being mean about it or anything. Okay, you don't not answer. You gotta just okay, whatever and stuff. After the show, after the guest is gone, we let the audience know. We'd let you know what I mean. We didn't say at the end of the show, "Oh wow, that was a great show. The guest was tremendous." I mean, can you believe that he fucking was killing demons, thousands by the flick of the wrist and stuff like that?
Dude, when
I mean,
he was here talking about deliverances, I was literally playing the Deliverance fucking banjo.
And I was over. He was doing that, and I was just like, "So what exactly deliverance? Now you go to the house, and what kind of questions you're
what's your
asking them? What are you
training?
doing to deliverance and asking them? We're just, you don't have to sit." And when he would tell something, and I was like a little bit I would say, I'd be like, "Oh, really? That's That's how it goes. You did. So could you tell me a little bit more about it? And then it goes away. What's the whole thing? You know what I mean? And you can do it like you're not over there fucking fluffing them up and shit and fucking pitching them a softball.
Dude, I've literally been playing like the stuff you
No, I
hear
totally
me playing
flipped
on
the
the
script.
board.
People like, oh, I believe every word they say now because they were really in the fucking FBI or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, he had literally just fucking, when he came on the show, literally just got whatever certificate is. He had just become one, because you have to be like a minister or something to do that.
Yeah, and then he had to go to
he had gone to
be
ministry
ordained priest and
a minister, whatever the fuck it is and stuff, and he actually did that stuff and everything. So his credentials check out, so he's really getting rid of whatever he gets rid of doing deliverances, because really,
demons, spirits.
That's about all he says is I do deliverances.
Jinns, ghosts, whatever the fuck he gets rid of, he's the exterminator. He's legit. Seems legit. I mean, he said he can do it. I asked him too. If you go back listen to those shows, we're like, I'll go live with you one time to watch you do it. I'll be a part of it. I'd love to see how this whole process gets done. See the effects of whatever.
Exactly. I said fluffer. That's what they are. Jimmy Church is a fluffer. Okay. Giorgio Tsoukalos, he's a fluffer.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen Cambion, he's a fluffer. Now he's a fluffer. He's becoming a fluffer. You sit there and you fluff these fucking people up and prop them up on their fucking pedestals and give them a platform to spew their fucking shit with no disclaimer and go along with it and shit. You are fucking you are propping them right the fuck up, fluffing them right up. Standing at attention, ready for the fucking action now. Just keep fluffing them up so they keep on smiling and talking and speaking that bullshit. Oh yeah, that's it. Come on. Oh yeah, say that again because they just got a donation and they like that.
Praise the trash. Praise the trash.
We like this conversation. We got a lot of donations coming in. Keep talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
What coffee company do you think Cambion's going to be advertising next? Who do you think he's going to sell out to for that?
Black Moon Coffee. Turn the super chat on. We should have used Angela in the hashtag. Did you?
Oh yeah,
we should have.
I always
All right, but yeah, we got to get her attention so that her folks will come here and stuff and make donations and blah blah blah. Yeah. Who else? Yeah.
And the funny thing is, it's just the way that he flipped so quick, especially just because of her credentials. Like, why did he, after she first came out, why did he even try to get her? Does he try to get? Maybe he does, because he actually tried to get her on the show, and he got her on the show. Maybe he tries to get them on the show. You know what I mean? Because he's been able to get some guests on the show and everything like that. But why all of a sudden just flip like that? Because would he do that if David Wilcock, just think about it, seriously, the way everything that he talks about David Wilcock. And all of a sudden he sits down there and then David Wilcock's like, here's the diploma from high school and here's where I went to college for writing. My credentials check out. Is Steven just going to all of a sudden apologize? Be like, I apologize, David, for all those videos, the masks that I made and everything like that. I see here your credentials check out. You really are a New York best time selling author and everything like that. It's all real. So I apologize, David. And
Corey, I really understand the Jerry curl. I understand everything that you're doing.
Everything you're doing. I see that you really were in the Texas Guard Reserves. That all checks out,
you
Corey.
You saw that flying balloon thing.
You graduated kindergarten. Corey. I saw your graduation certificate, Corey.
You were a Boy Scout.
I apologize. I'm sorry that you're here. I'm going to eat crow.
Oh, I was a Boy Scout.
The dude's over there eating crow because he found out she was really in the Army. How many of these fucking nutcases talking stuff like that have been in the services and stuff like that?
I mean, look at Six
Not
Drops,
knocking them for being in the service or anything but not, you know what I mean? Just because they're in the service doesn't mean that everything that comes out of their mouth is the fucking truth.
Listen, I've heard more truth from Six Drops, who was in the military and will tell you shit, and even she will say some of this stuff is outlandish. Someone who actually has experience. So you also have people who have been in the military who are like that. First of all, yeah, no.
We have her then, but then I have family. A lot of my family's been in the military and stuff.
Mine too, friends,
and I know when they're telling me the truth about stuff that they've seen in the military, and then I know when some of them are exaggerating about some of the stuff that they've done in the military.
And most of them have ghost stories, things like that, like things they can't explain than more talking about UFOs or aliens or any of that type of shit. More of it is just things,
with death and stuff, it's usually a lot of the stuff is, it's more along like, there's a lot of ghosts, or I thought there was ghosts in the area, and spirits, and, that's not usually...
We don't even cryptids. We don't know what we.
Occasionally, you got the ones that are like, yeah, I was at that nuclear base when the UFOs flew over, and we was going to launch the missiles, and but they shut them down. We couldn't launch them. No matter, we was pushing the button. I was the guy. I was supposed to turn the key and push the button, but it wasn't happening. You get that shit all the time. You look again. Look at the military, the Israeli military scientist guy there. And what happened? He retires and he comes out and he's got this book. He's got this crazy fantasy fucking novel he's coming out with. He comes out and fucking tells all these fucking reporters and shit. Yeah, the presidents, he signed a treaty and stuff, and there's aliens. Do we believe him? Dude, legit. Fucking worked for the Israeli government and everything. Was really in the military. He was really a scientist and everything like that. His credentials check out though. Pretty sure Cambion did a video on that guy. Is he going to eat crow for him? Is he going to come out and do apology videos for him? His credentials check out. He's really a fucking part of the Israeli Space Force or whatever the fuck it is. Or he was until he retired and shit.
It's all legit, man. All of it. We just don't know what we're talking about. We haven't experienced those things. You know, the aliens don't talk to us. We're not special. We're not going to ascend. We're not going to consciously. They're going to descend. Nothing. You know, when the Earth is, its mass increases and stuff. You know, with nothing.
Yeah, not the mass, the density.
Oh, the density. Excuse me.
The density. It's
right.
going to get dense a lot.
It's
going to get a lot
bad
more
people
dense.
will fall to hell. See, that's what it is.
Because that's the scientific way to say it. It's going to get a lot more dense.
Seems legit.
Yeah. It's going to get a lot more dense.
Right. We'll just fall through. The bad people will go to hell. That's how that's how you make the transition to hell.
Mm-hmm.
You know, even the souls that have been waiting to ghost at that point too. They just, boom.
I like to see her try and say this to a geologist and stuff. So yeah, the Earth, it's getting dense. It's getting more dense right now. Mm-hmm.
No, people.
The rocks are getting hotter.
Everything's
getting hotter. Yeah. That's more like it. These people are dense. They're getting more dense.
Smartphones and smart fucking things for dumb people.
Because their stories aren't improving. They're not getting better. Like these new Lou story. This new chick. It's nothing new. It's not anything new. It's not anything special. It's not anything out of the ordinary. Like she didn't come way the fuck out of left field with something that nobody's ever heard before. We've heard of aliens in the mountains, okay? We heard the dates of aliens coming. We've heard of purple aliens. We've heard of aliens being love and in peace and trying to raise the consciousness and everything like that.
Circles.
It's the same story again and again and again.
They're waiting.
It's just a different person. They change the dates. They switch the words around and stuff.
When they show up, everything.
She loves the temporal cycles.
Right.
Of the dense Earth.
Right. Mm-hmm. Right.
You know, Deepak, he loves quantum. Billy loves the Anunnaki.
Right. Emery loves the bottle. Stop it. Be nice, Jay.
Just say it for the comments.
Well, look at here now.
So again, I know that people are watching because we got thumbs down and shit like that. I know y'all sitting there listening. None of you have chimed in yet. You're all still moderators on my fucking channel, too. So, I'm still waiting for y'all to hit. You all want to talk shit about me on Twitter and everything. Fucking block me on CW's channel. I know somebody said that I was unblocked, but did CW unblock me? Somebody else who's a moderator on that channel that doesn't have an issue right now unblocked me? Who unblocked me? We don't know.
It literally got blocked for saying hi.
That's it. I fucking smiley face with a peace sign. Just letting it. I'm here and I'm listening. What's going on? That's it.
Fake friendship.
That's why if you guys did like Jonaside, you said hi back. You say hi back. That's why I usually don't say anything back because I usually put it on and I throw up a peace sign and shit, and I go and do my work and shit. You know what I mean? If I'm out in the greenhouse and stuff and I'm listening to something, whether it's music or fucking somebody talking about something on YouTube.
We're the bad guys. That's right, y'all.
You know, I would say that I'm in fucking Cambian's fucking chats, but he blocked me and everything like that. So I'm sure his little fucking goons there would fucking block me anyway when they fucking when I say something in it. So the only way you get blocked on here if you're fucking saying some racist, homophobic, sexist, fucking ridiculous shit.
Well, yeah, just come in with nonsense. People
straight up fucking just
show up talking about this nothingness and shit.
Just typing letters and stupid shit and stuff, and we'll time some of that out first and stuff. But if you continue after your time out or whatever, then we'll, you know what I mean. But it's really hard to get fucking blocked. You got to be doing some really fucking dumb fucking shit that we really don't. Nobody should be saying and doing and seeing, you know. Not just because somebody's actually speaking the truth and stuff, and you know, and you don't like it.
You're all gonna laugh at you. I don't care. I really don't. Don't follow. Don't worry about it.
Can't be just following the pattern just like everybody else. You start asking him the fucking real deal questions and try to ask his guests and stuff the real deal questions. He just skips right over it and blocks you. I know that playbook by heart. That's how we knew this was coming. Like legit, you could watch it happen. You could see it go back like a year ago, or even a little bit further than that and shit. Go back like you go back and he deleted his old channel and stuff. Y'all remember his old shit, and then watch how his show is gone. Watch how things have gone, and then boom, 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 and then it starts to accelerate. It's a little bit, and then it got a little bit more, and a little bit more. Then go back, and we all remember Zen and stuff. We'll go back and look at how some of these people start out and everything, then whatever.
Widener, points on the curve, Emery's ex-girlfriend.
They might start out, again, they might start out on this side, up, I'm truth, I want to do this and stuff like that, but then you start to see that pattern. And soon, it's the money. As soon as, the majority of the time, it's as soon as they want to do it for the money. And then once they see that they can get a little bit of money from doing it that way, and they don't get it, because they'll be doing both, and then they see, oh, the bullshit gets me more money. So they have to keep that income coming in. So they keep on doing the bullshit, and they stop doing the less. Because bullshit sells. Truth doesn't.
And it's crazy because she doesn't want to make money off of her thing, so why should anybody? Wouldn't you just have her on, turn off your monetization, and have a conversation with the woman?
Yeah, if she doesn't care about money and everything, why would even do an interview
keep talking
to show
about how
that somebody's
selfless she is? She doesn't care about money.
People are making money and stuff like that, or say, oh, could you donate that money?
You talk about other people making money.
You're
off
gonna
of
make money
stories.
off of my show. Yep, wants to talk shit about people making bullshit stories and making money off of it. Hypocrite, sell out.
Hypocrites.
Hypocrite and sell out.
Just saying. You know what? Because you don't want to make money off this, we'll stand with you. We'll turn off the monetization and just have a conversation. She even shows a little bit more. Stand with the woman then. She's not trying to make money off it. Why should anybody, right?
Yep.
It's going to save the world. That's the whole thing. It's going to save the world, man.
That's the new hot ice cream flavor. He's got to get his licks from it.
Shit, you know how many of her people donated too? They were fucking hitting it up. They were giving that money because they were like, oh my God, someone's fucking another person like Jimmy, you know, who's just going to fucking go along and let her just say whatever. And,
I love this.
But I asked the questions that the audience asked, but did you ask all of them? Because some of them are considered rude or whatever, but some of them are more to the point. No. And again, you did the research on what you wanted to. You didn't expose any of the other shit that ties her to some things that make her a questionable person to be out here.
Well, it makes her even more questionable. Besides the things that she's already saying makes it questionable. And just because she's in a fucking her military background checks out doesn't mean what she's saying is any less questionable. But you also didn't bring up the past, you know, her political career and stuff, the hospitalizations and stuff, and all this other everything. She brought it up a little bit. She did say that she was in the hospital and she talked to somebody or whatever. I couldn't really understand because she's, you know, just how she talks and the way she was talking and stuff. And then that Stephen cackling over everything. And
which with fucking, what's his name, Damon T. Berry, he was more to the point. Yeah, they locked me up for it. Just because they didn't believe me, you know. It's hard for them to believe what I was saying.
I'm crazy as fuck.
I walked with Jesus, and then Jesus and God was like, whoa, you're too powerful. And I was like, well, everywhere I go. But then I figured out that if I could, that I can find out like who's sick and where the aliens are, and I can deflect them and keep the stars from coming up in the sky.
That was the fucking best shit when that dude was walking around going,
see, this car's sick right here, but see, that's my car right there. But see how the sick cars...
Every car that passed them is...
Right. See how they're following me everywhere I go. And then when I go to McDonald's, they're already there spitting in my food, and then they're laughing at me and stuff like that. And it's like they, no matter where I go, they're always there before I get there because somehow they know where I'm going to be. Yeah, see?
Everything has a pattern to it. Follow the pattern, and then after that, and the pattern's going to usually lead to money. Follow the money. It's about the money.
It always is about the money. Cash money. Cash money. Cash money. You ever see Players Club?
Whether you have paid advertisements from a sponsor or something like that you need to do or something, you got to keep them happy. You can't say nothing bad that would be against their beliefs and stuff. So now it just becomes about the money. Once it's about the money and you want to make a living off it, you're gonna go to do what makes the money. And bullshit sells. Who's buying?
Because it's entertaining.
Who's buying? Idiots. And unfortunately, there's a lot of idiots on this fucking planet that are buying this bullshit.
I don't want the aliens to come entertain me. I don't need to be entertained by the aliens or the ghosts or anything.
I don't need aliens hugging me and telling me we gotta love each
Shucking
other
and
and
jiving,
shit. That's fucking obvious. That's to anybody who has decency, morals, you know what I mean, intelligence, and all the good qualities of being a human being. Already know this. Already know that we gotta love each other. We gotta be nicer. We gotta save the planet. We gotta stop fucking all this bullshit. We know that stuff. We don't need aliens to come here and tell us that. It's clear as day to the people living in reality and stuff like that don't want to hide in fantasy fucking land and stuff like that. It's clear as day. We don't even need fucking aliens to tell us this shit and come here and fucking save us.
God, Jesus, the message of Jesus and stuff.
Allah, Buddha, anybody, whoever, Mother whatever Teresa, it is that you believe in. Fucking butterflies, Harry Potter, fucking Chewbacca.
Star Wars.
Whatever the fuck it is.
The Force.
Stop believing in yourself. Stop believing in the fucking human race. That's what you need to do. Stop. You don't need to. You want to help people? Start telling people to fucking believe in themselves. Start, doing stuff to actually help out. I think I hit that one. I don't know if he went down. But coming up with, you want to help shit, you didn't actually do that. Don't come up with some crazy story about fucking aliens and everything and here to save the fucking world. Because it's bullshit. And you fucking sound nuts. I'm willing to bet, I'm not a medical professional again, I'll let you know I'm not, but I'm willing to put a little money on it that you're probably a little nuts, if not a little bit more than that. A lot of these people telling these stories and stuff.
You've watched too many movies, listened to too much bullshit, too much church time.
Too deep into your fucking beliefs and stuff like that, and then you like the money on top of it. Or you might be like Angelina, I don't care about money. You could tell it. I love if you watch her face and the reaction of her when she says, "I've had none, and I've had plenty," or whatever.
But at the same time, she says, "But you need
the none part." Didn't seem like maybe she had none for a day or something. Then again, she's.
And what's none for you? Not broke. Yeah.
I don't know her whole background allegedly, but you can tell from the way that she was speaking and how she answered that question and the looks on her face and the way that she said it is. She really has never experienced having no money at all. No money to her from the looks of it, running for senator and everything else that I've seen about the lifestyle that she's lived or whatever. Is no money for her was they didn't have 2 Mercedes parked in the driveway.
We only had 2 TVs in the house.
The maid could only come 4 days a week instead of fucking 7.
She didn't say, no, I've been broke. I know about hard times. Now, people who've been broke know about it. They'll tell you about being broke.
So there's just a lot there, and if Steven spent hours doing research on her again, why didn't any of this stuff come up? Only the stuff came up that she wanted.
No, there was a
to come
group of
up.
researchers who found Wayne in the mountain, and they called a bunch of construction companies and harassed a bunch of random poor people.
Even if they really was trying to do all that, they didn't do a very good job of it.
Because you still didn't. You can't say who Wayne is. You can't say who the anonymous.
Nope, because now you sound just as fucking nuts as her.
Take your word for it. Yeah.
Yep, we're just taking your word for her now.
You got briefings.
Oh yeah, but his credentials check out. He really was a magician before, and he went to clown school, right? I don't know.
Seems legit.
Allegedly, seems legit though.
Yeah.
Seems legit. So we can trust Cambion because his credentials check out, right? He was really a magician.
He vetted her. He vetted them all. He vetted Wayne.
He vetted them just like as good as Jimmy Church. I mean, he's doing just as good as his fucking idol over there.
Well, Jimmy didn't take the time to find out that she had a job and that she was in the military. He didn't take the time to do that. See. You know,
he did. He went one step.
Right.
Oh, he
did even less.
He really did vet her.
Yeah, he just had a conversation.
Oh,
you know?
wow. Yeah. Well, what about all the other stuff? Because she probably was like, yeah, let's not talk about my political stuff. I'm not really.
Let's not talk about this.
Can we not talk about that? Can we not do this? Because, obviously he had to talk to her either through me email or fucking Skype something beforehand, before this thing or whatever. And he didn't just fucking email her. She says, yeah, I'll come on the show. And then they went live.
No, let's have that pre-conversation.
Because she was already set up there with her assistant, a helper, her husband, and her alien friends were there for the party and everything.
They said hello.
So.
Hello. Did they say they liked him? Did they say, we like this guy? Nothing. Like, this. All they said was hello. That's it.
And they're here with me, Steven, and they say hello. Oh, well, wow, that's wonderful. That's all I say hello. I'd be like, I'd be at that point.
Wait, Michael's here. Mike says,
So if we was interviewing her like that, and all of a sudden she's like, oh, and they're here with me, and they say hello, I'd be like, okay, so they're there with you. I would have been like, oh, wow, that's wonderful. Hi, tell them I said hi.
Can we ask them some questions?
I'd be like,
some real questions?
Can we see them on camera? Can we ask some questions? Can we get some information and stuff from them? Are we just allowed to say hello? You know what I mean? But there was nothing about that. It was just like, boom, and move right on to the next thing, and oh, this is great.
They said hi.
We're learning so much stuff, and
Can you let us a little bit more, about what you want, what you're doing, why her, no, don't put me on a pedestal. I'm nothing special, but I'm special because I chose to be here to do this. It was a choice.
Zen's Kundalini experience was real because he was with a guy who knows Kundalini for 25 years.
Oh, the Cunnilingus experience was real?
Yeah, the Cunnilingus that cracked his back in half.
Yeah, snapped his spine, buddy.
It was like he was like that in the movie White Girls, and he couldn't walk for a week after that Cunnilingus. He needed a wheelchair.
You go black.
That's how hard his spine cracked so hard during the Cunnilingus experience.
Oh, you know what they call that, right? When you blow a bitch's back out, you know what I'm saying? He got his back blown out. Oh, okay. Yeah, the Cunnilingus experience was
blew it back right out. Zen needed a wheelchair for like a week. He had to have that doctor guy that was there with him, the Cunnilingus doctor or whatever, that had 25 years of experience in the Cunnilingus. Right. And so you can believe him that he knows what he's talking about, and that's why you can pay him $65 to tell you about his Cunnilingus experiences and using a wheelchair afterwards. From
Yep.
Back blown out.
Yeah.
They just cracked it.
Yeah, cracked the fuck out that back.
He was all bent, hunched over on his bed and stuff, and it's just all of a sudden his back cracked, and he felt some drops.
But I'm just glad to know it's all real. I'm glad to know it's all real. Come December, we're going to be good,
He just thought it was really weird. He was just, he was all like in pain and going through the Cunnilingus experience and everything like that. Bent over on his bed, and it's just so rough. And all of a sudden, it's just his back just cracked, and he just blew his back out, and he just felt a bunch of drops on his back. And the guy's like, "Oh, you just went through a Cunnilingus experience. It was just a Cunnilingus awakening there." Yeah, that's just wow. He's over there the other guy's over pulling his pants up. Allegedly.
That's what you call it? That ain't what Cunnilingus is. Okay, hey, that works for you. One man's trash, right? Did this kid in jail by chance? Like, were you incarcerated at this time that this happened? You needed to escape. Half big, I'm somebody's bitch.
Oh, man.
Fruit cup.
And then, so that all didn't work out for him. So he went tried to be a racist patriot.
Yeah, he came back dressed as fucking like a fucking extra in the Rhythm Nation fucking Janet Jackson video. Like, we are a part of the Rhythm Nation.
Oh shit!
He came back in costume.
Settle the fuck out.
That's what we're doing wrong. We don't do costumes. We don't do puppet shows. We don't do anything entertaining, man. We just sit here and smoke. We're stoners. We just,
just call the bullshit out as.
Yeah, we're not doing TikTok videos. We need to be doing side-by-sides and like really put some entertainment
Some
into
green
this.
screens and stuff.
Yeah, I got a
you know,
green
do
screen,
a whole,
you know,
do a whole
yeah.
studio thing. And,
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, really get it going, man. We're not doing enough. Sorry, guys. We're not doing enough for you. We
Well, it's because
apologize.
we're high. We're too high all the time.
Yeah, you know.
Too lazy. We don't do anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? We're just.
Luckily, you were able to find that information
We just
in
lack
like 5 minutes, man.
We just lack so much ambition, and that was tough because I had no ambition to do that at all.
No.
To do it at all, I really didn't want to type in.
Luckily, it was quick. If it was 6 minutes, man,
I really didn't want to type this lady's name in because it's a lot of letters and stuff, and I was too busy using my hands to get high, smoking a blunt and rolling another one to smoke after that one. But I did it somehow for you guys. I figured, you know, I got to give them a little bit, and I typed Angeli into the thing. And
Yeah,
lo and
information
behold,
came
I didn't even have to scroll down that far. I didn't even have to go to the next page. This is like the third or the fourth thing that I saw, and I was like, wait a minute. She had a little picture of her. I was like, that's the same person. Who's that lady? Ran for state senator, huh? Well, let's dig deeper on this.
The aliens.
I was
gave her her
speaking
new
with
name.
somebody at the time, and then they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, you'll get a good kick out of this one. I was like,
Did he smoke weed?
No.
That's why. See, he had more ambition.
Yeah, he had a little bit more ambition. But we still both came up with basically the same
he did
stuff and
let's be
everything.
honest, you know, he did all the work because you're a stoner.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
right?
maybe. I yeah.
Right, yeah.
I passed it off on to him.
Yeah, you were like,
yeah, I
yeah,
didn't
man,
do
I'm gonna
it,
go
yeah.
smoke. You handle this, and
I
let me
didn't
know.
type the
Yeah.
name in.
Right, yeah.
At first.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But yeah, and then we were both. It was hilarious. All in like 5 minutes, both hitting each other with shit. Like, you see this? I'm like, oh shit!
yo, look
you see this?
Yo, there's like 24 people in the live chat. I think that's the most we've ever had, you all. Thank you guys, man. You know.
Make sure you're sending your donations and
Right.
joining our
Hit that like, share
subscriptions
button.
and
OnlyFans, Snapchat, Vine,
Pornhub.
MySpace, anywhere you look. you know.
Everywhere. We're on all platforms, especially the ones that you can donate to us. We're definitely on all the donation platforms. Make sure you donate to us on each one, not just one. It doesn't take. It doesn't fucking take a lot for you to donate a quarter to each one of our fucking pay services.
Hey, just remember,
everybody can afford
for
a quarter.
35 cents a day.
For
you too.
35 different services of hearing us say the same thing on each one, okay? Every single one of you can afford that, okay?
Yeah, you can go without your fucking food. You can go without gas in your car, you know.
Somebody's got to pay my electricity bill for when
Right.
I'm not here doing the show, because I have, I have electricity when I'm not doing this show too.
Yeah.
You're not just
See?
putting the lights on while I'm doing this show.
And we need props, you know.
Because
We
that's
gotta
not how it works. You can't just call the electric company and say, hey, I got to do a YouTube show for a little bit because you can turn the meter on, and as soon as I'm done, I'll call you and you can shut it off and bill me so I can just charge these guys for it. They don't just turn on that one room for you and stuff unless, sometimes you might have a whole separate, thing with a different power drop that you could be like, yeah, you're keeping the lights on for this building and I'm here doing this and stuff. But you know what? I mean, if you're sitting in your house and you doing some YouTube stuff, you don't need help.
And what about your gun? They should pay for your gun.
Yeah.
They should pay for watching you grow. You know, like you show them videos and stuff.
I actually might. I might do it. But that's separate than this. It doesn't have to do with the truth. So I can sell out over there. But a company reached out to me because they had seen and they know that they see my plants and stuff, and then they know that I broke my foot while I was spraying my plants with my big huge backpack spray, hand pump sprayer and stuff.
And it wasn't pee, y'all. It wasn't.
And then this company having these nice, brand new, super powerful electronic fucking lithium ion battery backpack spray is nice, comfortable, and stuff like that. Decided to reach out to me and say, hey, we seen that, that you got hurt growing those beautiful plants that you grow and everything, and we wanted to offer you. And I don't even have that many followers on Instagram and stuff like that. I'm not even an account that would be that normally that they would be hitting up like gonna have like thousands of followers and shit. I got 500 followers. But they saw that I got hurt spraying because I'm up there and getting caught in the fucking net and all this shit. And you all know And they were like, we'll send you one for free. All you got to do is just put up a thing, you know, showing you unboxing or whatever, maybe spraying your plants or something and stuff, and saying that this is, you know, and we'll give you even get a promotion code and stuff. So I was like, yeah, well, maybe. I was thinking about getting a new backpack spray and stuff.
You know, you actually grow stuff and do the
marijuana,
work
I do
and
this
stuff,
stuff and everything, you know,
Yeah.
so do that. And
Yeah.
so I might
that
actually, I
company's
might
looking out
take
for
him
your
up on
safety.
the offer and
Yeah.
everything, you know what I mean? Because I was, you know, so you get a free backpack spray for that and stuff, you know. I was probably going to buy one of their backpack sprayers anyway because they are one of the best backpack sprayers you can get for doing this type of stuff anyway. They know that's what they work for. Like, you know, those other companies, Scott's and stuff, they're, you know, lawn companies and shit like that. This doesn't, you know, these guys actually are designing them for cannabis growers. So I was going to, I've already looked at them before and stuff, and I was planning on getting one. But if they want to give me one for free to throw up a post there on YouTube for my, you know,
Yeah.
then why not? And I even said, I says, what if I try it and I don't? They're like, you can be honest about it and everything. And I was like, okay, cool.
You don't have to just go up there and be like, yeah.
So if I get it and it totally sucks, I'm just like, yeah, you know, I got this thing here and it's okay, whatever, you know, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do. But if it works and it kicks ass, then I'm gonna do it. But I won't, you know, sell out and be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna use this, like, you know, all these people saying they're using these products and shit, and you know damn well that they ain't using that shit and everything. I'm gonna legit use this and everything. It's gonna be a product that I use, and it ain't gonna be something I highly doubt people are gonna be reaching out and doing that all the time. Although I've had some people that hit me up, people that breed seed
Well, we've
companies.
had people talk about like early, like in the CBD stuff and everything.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not gonna do like sell
Yeah.
CBD oils and stuff. But I've had people hit me up and stuff, and they're like, "Do you want to? We'll do a label for you, and you can put it on your product and everything like that, and do all this stuff, and you know, or whatever." I get seeds and stuff. I've gotten seeds before in the past from people like, you know, I got these seeds. Can you test them out? But now I got some other people that they're like, you want to be like just one of our testers that we routinely send stuff to because we see what you can do and how you do it, everything. And we like what your work is, and we can see, you know, you'll be a good tester and stuff.
No, but what you should do is you should have had the fucking super chat on and let
Because
everybody pay for
they
that.
want to see, they're like, we want to
You did
see
it
how
wrong.
your plants grow outdoors, and you know, because you grow some of the biggest fucking plants in New England in this weather, so we want to see how our plants do out there, because most of they do their testing indoors and not outdoors like me. So I can get some seeds from them people and stuff like that. But if somebody's like, oh yeah, we want you to do an interview with this person and I don't agree with that at all and shit, and we're gonna pay you a bunch of money, I'm gonna say fuck you.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Like I said, if this backpack, even if I test these seeds and stuff, just like I did before, I got some testers before. I wasn't on Instagram and all this stuff. It was before on an old weed app I was on. I got some fucking seeds, and I tested them for this person, and I let everybody know they suck fucking balls.
Oh, wait a minute. We got that free ghost detector, too.
I'm not
That
gonna
kid
fucking
built
lie.
for us.
Oh yeah.
Uh-oh, yeah. We got a free ghost detector.
But I don't think we never had to say anything and do nothing, you know.
No, we didn't.
People would send us sometimes, you know.
Like I said,
they'll
all the
just
companies
send
that
you shit.
approached us about doing stuff, especially
usually
products,
don't, I
we're
mean.
like, yeah, no, I'm good.
They usually don't want, like, but most people sending me seeds don't even care for it. They don't want me to post. They just sending me to actually test them and see how they are or whatever and stuff, you know. But I did that one person. I'm like, nah, dude, everything that this guy sent me is garbage. You don't want to fuck with this shit. He's got a lot more fucking work to do and shit. And he did. He worked on it and everything. Sent me some eventually, and they were pretty good.
What are you folks fascinated with foreheads tonight?
I don't know.
And Philip Blair, you enjoy that
You
live
see, I
show.
keep my head shaved right now.
Well, someone said we have the same forehead. I got okay.
My head's shaved now because when I go in my face, because when I go into the garden, I get fucking resin all over me and shit, and it's just, yeah, it's easier to clean off of me with less hair.
The garden.
I come out of there legit, like, take alcohol and I gotta wipe it all over me and shit. That's the only way to get that shit off of you.
Have to get you a biohazard suit.
Well, I have the sleeves. I have the sleeves, and I put on gloves and everything like that, and you know. But it's hot in there, so too. I don't want to be wearing a whole fucking full face gear and shit like that.
That's
and,
sticky, icky.
you know, it's the price you gotta pay for the sticky icky, I guess, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm reading my phone, so you can see, I guess, the wrinkles in my forehead. I guess it's forehead night. Need to start wearing we need to grow hair like Corey Good, man.
Yeah. I want to get, you know.
Bring the carefree curl back.
We're gonna when Keep said if we do some interviews with these people they know with some of the stuff they believe in, that they'll send me some free keeps, and we can get you some free keeps, and we can get some hair back. And then once we get hair back, Soul Glow told me that as soon as we get some hair, that they can hook us up real good with the Soul Glow.
Word.
Yeah. We just gotta have Corey Good on the show and be nice to him.
Afro.
They said pitch him some softballs, you know what I mean? Kiss his ass real good, you know.
Yeah.
Make sure we can ask them the questions they want us to, and Soul Glow will sponsor us for life. They'll be a lifetime sponsor.
Okay.
So we got Corey Goods coming on the show.
Bringing that drip back, baby. Big
He's
juicy.
gonna tell us all about your briefings.
Yeah, and aliens.
Oh, fuck
and
it.
20 in backs. And
I'm only gonna go smoke another blunt with my plants while I'm out there doing shit. I'll just smoke another blunt right here.
Yeah, we'll do one last one.
A last.
Who's coming with us?
I'm still waiting for all the fucking haters. Oh, you can be mean about it too, you know, if you want. I ain't gonna be mean about it.
Mean, passive aggressive.
I just want to know.
That's
I want to see.
shit,
I
the
want to see. I want to see.
shit, though. The passive aggressive posts and all that type of shit and everything is like you want to poke the bear and shit. And it's like the one thing is people think there's anger. It's not anger. It's hilarious because I expect this shit.
We've presented our evidence, and if we can back it all up, I'll clip it and save it, and I'll run it against fucking other people, and I'll make a whole fucking video like I do.
Well, that's what you have to do, you know? You got to see a whole
And
video.
we'll put it. I'll run one like that with his interview, and I'll run one like that with Jimmy Church's interview, and where I guarantee you, I can find it where they're asking exact similar questions. And she's saying similar things back to him, and they're giving them the same fucking fluffer answers, smiling and stuff.
It's like George Knight. Yeah.
Hold on, let me get my River Moon coffee. Yeah, that's great. That's good stuff, Angelito. I can't. Wow, that's amazing. I can't believe you haven't come forward with this story before. I totally believe you now.
How did you develop thick skin? Life. Surviving in this world. Surviving in the city. Surviving in clubs and fucking concerts. Traveling. Crazy shit. The shit I've survived in general. It's just... That's how you develop thick skin. It's
See,
like the thing is the real world is...
See, because I've known having none.
Right.
Like really having none. Like
Absolutely.
none, nothing. And I've never really experienced having all of that either. You know what I mean? So, it's just, you know.
Experience real pain, shootings, all kinds of crazy shit. And again, through all this, I haven't... the angels that I know of are doctors and nurses and family and friends and stuff like that that help you through hard times.
Real people, real humans helping other human beings.
That's how you develop thick skin. It's like these people tell these elaborate stories. It's great and stuff, and they can't back them up. When you've lived in the real world, whatever it is for you, if you were a soccer mom, if whatever it is, if that's how you enjoy life, if that's what gets you to have thick skin, whatever, because moms, anything, it's not just bodyguards or bouncers or cops or military or what we perceive as tough people. There are people who have thick skins from being a mother, from being a father, from being whatever. Your thick skin doesn't just come through necessarily
Just
all the
learn,
crazy.
just over all the years, I've just learned to protect myself from the bullshit. You know what I mean? It's like I got a force field around me. I don't need a magic little sticker. It's just the life experience of dealing with all the bullshit and be able to see through it. And you know,
and in dealing with the internet. If you've grown with this internet, you've watched how it exponentially has gotten worse. You understand that there are a whole
I've been here with the
lot of
internet since
LARPers.
day one.
I got to the internet late in the 90s, and even then, at first glance, like I said, the shit to how I saw people maneuver, people like figuring out where you were, showing up at fucking places and stuff, and to talk to you like, well, who the fuck are you? Like, oh yeah, you know, I'm your friend on MySpace or whatever, and you said you're gonna be at this concert or club, and I drove up from fucking Connecticut, shit like that, like all that shit early on, and people with the name calling, playing video games, and hearing fucking 6-year-olds tell you to suck their dick and all kinds of crazy shit and call you all kinds of niggas and all kinds.
Well, there's that, but as soon as that's from the beginning of the internet, they started with the forums and the chats and stuff with all these fucking people talking. Oh, I do this. I'm into this cunnilingus. Oh, I'm into this fucking woo and shit and
Reddit,
sparing and all
Discords,
this stuff and all these fucking things.
D-Lives,
all these
everything.
pages, all these websites, all these things.
Private groups
that all these fucking wackos can get together and fucking talk to each other about all this fucking woo woo wacko shit together and think it should make
making it real.
And sitting behind the scenes.
Oh, I got
plotting on
5,000
people
other
and shit.
friends on fucking wackowooshit.com that's fucking, you know, they've all had similar experiences, and we all saw the bright purple light in the sky that one time, so we believe. We're the bright purple light believers.
Yep, then they block and cry
You
about
know?
it and all this shit. People don't even know you block you and shit. I literally sit there and took a picture with fucking...
Did you like today? I had no idea that I was fucking blocked on there or nothing.
Yep. What the fuck is the dude's name from Edge of Blunder? Not whatever the fuck his name is. He already blocked me
Which
before.
one? Was it Rob or?
No, it wasn't Rob. Whatever the other fucking dude's name is. And I got a
can't
picture with
remember
him.
their fucking. Those two clowns disappeared off the fucking face of the mat.
Yeah,
maybe they might be on like Parler or something like that, but they don't do more YouTube channels or nothing. You don't hear
Yeah.
fucking David and Corey or anybody talking about them anymore.
They went from all in to has-beens.
Nope. Fucking. I think fucking Epoch Times and stuff and Falun Gong pulled the funding and shit once it was pretty much exposed out there that they were the ones funding all that stuff.
You gotta go.
So they were like, oh, nope.
Oh, yeah, it is Rob. Is it Rob Counts? Whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, I think.
And then
something
Ben.
like
I'm
that.
still
It's
Ben.
him,
I'm still
Rob
waiting
and
for you to
Ben.
reach out to
Yeah,
me.
that's it. Right, it was Rob and Ben. And
Ben is the other one. Just he's walked out. Yeah, Jiggy, and I'm gonna check out Paranormal Hood. I still haven't heard from you, bro. Like, what's up, man? Like, you know, I want to hear. What'd you think about Paranormal Hood? Man, I shared a stage with you guys. Rex Bear, and Natasha. Happy birthday to Natasha next, by the way. Today's her birthday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday, Natasha. She's on vacation right
Happy birthday to you.
I didn't see where she went to vacation, though.
I don't think she told. I think she said it's a secret location. It's G16 classified. She might be on the moons of Mars. Or maybe she's on Jupiter in the mountains. Is it Jupiter that has the mountains? Which planet has the mountains? Maybe that's where she is. She found the portal. Kate Awakening. Kate Awakening. Oh, goodness. Oh, the fucking Q shaman and shit. And oh.
Hey, whoever gave us the thumbs down, and if you're one of the people that I told you to give us the thumbs down, thanks for giving us the thumbs down. If you gave us a thumbs up after I told you to give us the thumbs down, fuck you.
Asshole.
Pay me.
Now you're going to have to pay for that.
Yeah, I'm going to give my own video a thumbs down and shit. All these fucking, what is that? Now there's 15. That's hilarious.
It's 15?
I just brought it up so I could.
Word, okay. Word. If you came for the bullshit, you would not. We don't do that here. Okay. Sorry.
None of them have anything to say to try and prove me wrong and prove our point wrong. Oh, they'll go say it on Twitter where I'm not on Twitter.
Shit, many
you
of,
are,
yeah,
I'm not
but
on
many
Twitter,
of them, like I said, have been in the chat after and have had a lot to say. You know, people have a whole lot to say, but then when the time comes, the proof is in the pudding. And it's okay, but people play this double agents, this middle agents, there's spies. Man, this LARPing shit is crazy.
Just you can't, you know.
I'm so invested in that. I really do love the real world. Sorry, that's just where I'm anchored.
Oh, I watched his videos. I watched their videos.
We watched videos. And
then I watched his video, and I'm like, wow. He really is fucking selling the fuck out. I'm like, there's no way to deny it. There's no way. So how anybody, I'd like to see it, what you have for evidence and how you can say that he is, honestly, how can you say that he is not selling out? How can you say that what he is doing is okay and a good thing for the truth?
They won't at this point because
the so-called truth community in coming out.
Dude. You
I
yell,
know,
we're mean,
I
is what they
yell,
say. You
and
know,
I speak the truth. Oh my God! Oh no! What are we gonna do? Praise the aliens!
Because we're the only ones that yell at it.
I know, we don't yell at anybody when we get upset about. I'm not even upset with it. We're just trying to get a point across, and usually it's because it's more funny. Because you know what I mean.
Yeah. Sorry, we're not entertaining enough.
No.
I guess we just.
That's why we do voices and stuff. All kinds of stuff.
Well, I can do David Wilcox. Occasionally I can bust out an African or Jamaican or some shit. Like it's different accents up in there. Maybe a little English, poor English accent, except for the real English, the Boston English. But
because you can't hear the facts. They're bouncing off the side of your head because
right. It's the plate.
Because it's full. No, not
plate.
you. I'm saying
no,
them.
It's me.
I'm saying other people.
No, it's me. It's us. We're wrong.
Yeah.
We're just,
wrong.
I guess we're jealous or whatever.
I must have.
Yeah, it's
I must have been really confused when I was confused about watching fucking Stephen Cambion, and I thought I was watching Jimmy Church. So I must have been really confused about being confused about being confused.
It's actually even more George Norrie like really? Wait, tell me more.
Yeah, that's really is fascinating. I mean, I can't. Yeah, that is great. That's
It sounds good, but we have to go to commercial break. We're going to take you out, and I'm going to tell you about dating. Do you
Well,
have
no,
a
'cause
paranormal dating?
he felt bad. We didn't even give you a break. It had only been like 20 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, thank
Feel
you.
bad.
Oh, you know how it is to keep
the
up
best
with
shit
life?
is he gets scared. He was all like trying to. I was so afraid that they might not come out because I found out where the mountain is. And I don't want to tell anybody else and really ruin it.
Yeah, let me set you up for your outlet.
How is that not selling out? Like legit, how is that not selling out? That is like totally just straight up selling out and just fluffing the fucking them up.
Only he has the information. Him and his team of investigators. Only they have the information. So, what can you do? You know, seems legit.
Like you can ask some questions. Don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to agree everything and be like, oh yeah, all this stuff, and then you don't have to pretend that what she's saying is real by saying I thought I was gonna ruin it. She says something like that or whatever, you know. Why would that? I guess it's hard for me for this because I just can't grasp the level of fucking stupidity and shit that it takes to fucking think that it's okay to fucking do this type of shit.
When you've just spent years
doing the other shit, especially when you the bashing and
still bashing people
and calling people out for doing the same thing. That's like what's even more fucking mind blowing and boggling and stuff. And then to sit there with a fucking straight face and think that it's fucking this is a-okay to do and everything like that. It's like how. And then you can go and look at your kids in the eyes and stuff and your family and you feel totally great okay about everything you're doing and everything like that. It's like, don't think twice about it. Like, you know what I mean?
People also call out.
Yeah, I know we all got to eat and everything, but getting that dirty money like that isn't how you should, you know, and is that what you want to be teaching your family? I mean, look at the Grifter family now.
And they get called out for it.
Look at the Grifter family now.
They get called out for that
Get
shit.
them all in there.
Their families
and the whole family in on it and shit.
Mm.
That's gonna be the new thing now. It's coming because a lot of these people. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be more popular. It's gonna be more family oriented with a lot of these people and stuff coming up. My whole family's involved. We've all experienced it on camping trips and stuff like that. Everything because they all have kids now and they're all getting old enough where they can be on, you know, talking and on cameras and doing shit like that. A lot of these people. You already got them. You got the people on the Facebook and the YouTube and stuff, and they're sitting there with their kids and saying all this fucking crazy shit in front of them and talking about it, and the kids are doing
ghost hunts,
doing
kids
stuff,
doing
and
spirit box and Ouija boards and all kinds of insane shit that kids just whatever believe it's real or not.
Kids
Why
talking to
even put that shit in
aliens
kids'
and
heads?
aliens like putting it in, not like little kids' imaginations and stuff like oh, when me and Bobby and down the street was out in the woods playing aliens and stuff. No, they're talking about aliens that mom and daddy are talking about that are real. Yeah. It's that's gonna be the new hot flavors because now they got more than one people. They got a whole family up on fucking stage here and shit. It's like I like to put it up on Father's Day. I got a couple, but one of my I put up is like, how do you wake up in the fucking morning and look at your fucking children and say that you talk to blue chicken people or some other dumb shit like that?
And mommy is...
Or you believe somebody that fucking talks to purple aliens in a mountain.
And then got your kids in the audience talking about their experiences and blah, blah,
Now, see, I say, yeah, we're going out we're going to look for ghosts. We're trying to prove if ghosts are real. And I tell him, as far as this moment, you don't have to worry about ghosts because we've never found one and nobody else has ever found one. So you don't have to be scared about ghosts and stuff. And he's like, yeah, I know, Dad. We see them in the movies and stuff, Dad. It's movies.
It's not real.
It's not real, whatever and stuff. And I was like, that's right. We're basically just going out to have fun. If we find a ghost, that'd be cool, huh? And he's like, yeah, that'd be really cool if you were the one to find a ghost and stuff, Dad. You know what I mean? But I don't go to him and be like, yeah, I'm going to find a ghost because they're real and stuff and they're going to talk to me. Or I don't like, whoa, we're going to look for aliens and come back and say, oh, the aliens were talking to me and stuff. And we talk to aliens.
You too.
We talk to aliens now and... No, that's where you go from, okay, crazy.
He flew into, you okay? You just say the randomest shit. What's wrong, man? What's bothering you? You all right? It's like, I don't think you've ever been normal.
Always,
I don't think you've ever been normal, but I guess, yeah, you just like being...
Once in a while, something a little normal comes out, but he's usually...
He or she,
He's a good guy. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know your pronouns.
What's the Grifter family? The Goods? There's plenty of them.
Well, the ladies are the good one there. The Grifter, it's the good family there up on stage at this little his fucking super spreader event.
His wife telling a fucking story 25 years later.
Should love how we should have watched a little bit of that where he says, yeah, it was a super spreader event. And he's happy about it. Hey, what if some of those people are now in the hospital, fucking intubated and stuff, and possibly going to be dying or something like that? Or maybe you possibly already died. You know what I mean?
And then there are kids in the audience.
Or maybe he does know that something like that happened because the guy's wife or the husband or something like that is like, we were at your show and I just saw your video and I can't believe you. I mean, can you help us, Corey? Can you pray for us? Can you meditate for us? Can you do something? Can you get the plasma to skeet on me?
Skeet. No, I'll go get you.
And he went block. Everything worked out great for everybody, though.
We all had, a good time, the tribe, and we meditated and talked about good things, and, we made progress, and now me and Jenny are going to have a show, and, that show is going to be exposed to people all around the world and a bigger audience, and then there's platforms, and there's big things coming, y'all. And he's on page like 117 of the 120 page comic book, I think it is. It's almost done. You can go piece by piece and put it together what's on Twitter, and you'll have your comic book. Just take screenshots and put them all together. Okay? And you can see him be the hero. Because throughout the comic book there's the pictures of him as the hero. From a kid being snatched to an adult, doing incredible things with all these different aliens and stuff. Because he's the hero. He's in the middle of it all. What would Earth do without him and Anjali and all these special people? What would we do without them?
I wonder if the people gave us thumbs up or the people who really wanted to give us thumbs down.
Probably.
Because I fucking hate thumbs up. I keep trying. It doesn't come off. I've hit the thing to take it off. I don't want it on there. Don't do the thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't give a fuck about it. But you know what? It's there. And again, it doesn't matter. Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs down. Fucking report the fucking video.
They probably try.
They probably do. That's probably why old videos get copyright strikes and shit like that, because there's somebody reports it and YouTube takes a look at it and they see that it's got music and stuff on it. Because I'll get just a random email video that's saying that we...
Yeah, but the algorithm is also doing that too, though, because they purge things.
Yeah, well, then they do that too, the purge stuff. But I do. I even have some of the emails and stuff like that, but it just says, you have played this song and whatever, and the artist doesn't want it in this type of video or such and such and whatever. And I'm like, it was Ice Cube. He doesn't want it in the video with smoking weed or something, whatever, It was because it was back when we played all kinds of music and shit like that, different songs and everything like that, whatever. Usually it was more of a...
That were relevant to the shows, too, though.
Yeah, we played a lot of stuff that was relevant to the show and different things and stuff, and then it's like, what? So... And it's like you can go and edit out whatever, and I'm like, what? I'm not going to do this all and everything. I'm like, just go. Just don't. Just do whatever you do in fucking YouTube.
Knock yourself out.
But again, I have a lot of them are all saved to the computer. A lot of the older stuff is when you can't hear it on here, you can hear it better on Blog Talk and shit.
Yeah.
That was back when we were having all the audio issues and shit all the time. I even have the test shows are still up where we'd come in and test shit.
Speaking of that, you know what's funny? You heard
I deleted a lot of the 2-minute ones, the little quick ones where there's nothing, but then there's ones where we're 10, 15, 20 minutes. I got a lot of those up there.
Dude, David Wilcox was spewing off. First of all, he has the worst sound ever.
Yeah.
He's spewing off all the different shit he has. And I'm sitting here thinking, I do my little thing with a small little board, a microphone and shit, and probably the whole thing probably costs $150. And he's mentioning all this expensive, crazy shit, and you still can't get it right.
I could have done what he did with my phone. Could have been like, doop.
Yeah, well, you can't do the multiple camera angles. The dramatic shots. Am I over here? Or am I over there? Where am I going? Back here? You got the rear view camera so you can see my head?
Yeah.
Get a good shot of my head from behind?
I don't think I can do 2 cameras at once on that.
What, StreamYard? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? It ain't that important.
Well, it's through OBS and shit.
Oh. Yeah, you gotta have multiple camera angles and stuff. You know, we're doing it wrong. You know.
We need like a fireplace behind us or something.
Maybe. Maybe live feeds of aliens encounters and ghosts and everything, you know.
Do it from a cabin in the woods so it's more mysterious and spooky and.
No, we should go to the moon. Maybe go out to like the desert or something, you know. You don't want to do other people. You don't do other.
Yeah,
people's
because
shit,
Leidner
you know?
does it, and a couple people do it in the
Yeah.
cabin in the woods thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, we need to be back in the desert or something. Like take a trip to like Joshua Tree.
Do it from like a missile silo or something.
Ooh, yeah. How about a haunted
like one of those
location?
missile silos they had to decommission because the aliens shut it down?
Yeah. It didn't work anymore after that. It was no good.
Yeah. They tried to fire them off into space and the aliens shut it down because they're like, no, you don't do that.
Yeah.
Because that happened.
Yeah. Aliens were like,
Oh man,
"No."
the fucking stuff that's out there.
Aliens were like, no.
I mean, just think of the 900 things that we've talked about in this episode alone tonight on this show of the fucking stupid shit that people fucking say coming out of their mouth and fucking people like, oh my god, it's real.
Seems legit.
Seems legit. This person's got credentials. Must be real.
Al Gore's rhythm has been attacking so many people. It all seems legit, folks. We're wrong, you know. We're wrong. You know, that's what it is. We're on the dark side, I guess. We haven't gone to the light, like Carol Ann. We're on the wrong side of the force.
I've actually looked into buying a missile silo and stuff, but I can't get my wife to go for it. We had some come up in the area around here and stuff.
Don't buy it for you. You got to buy it so that other people can, you know, start to prepare for the end of the world. Because, you know, the end time madness is going on. You got to have a place to fall back to. You better get ready for that.
Well, I was going to have some other people because it was pretty big and stuff. It's big enough to, you know, have a couple of families living in it if I wanted to have that many people living there and stuff. It was big enough, you know, you'd be separate and stuff.
The soft disclosure and the end
It was
time
pretty.
madness upon us.
They were pretty good sized ones too. Not too far from here.
You know, some people are squirrel, you know, what is it? Not even squirrel shit? Yeah. You're going to need that silo.
Prices weren't too bad. They need a lot of work.
And then you can get some of George Norrie's survival food and Alex Jones stuff, you know.
Some River Moon coffee?
Yeah. Jonas Side said it's good. River Moon coffee.
It's the best coffee out there, huh, Jonas Side?
He said it's good.
Jonas Side's got a cabinet full of it. It's like I make sure I never run out.
Well, I mean, you got to get it because you
Gotta
got
have
that
that
code.
River Moon
Especially while you have the
coffee.
code. You know, you save money. It's code fade to black. Just make sure when you order it, you say it like that. They have to interpret it that way. Fade to black. River Moon coffee. We need some coffee. Like death coffee. Smart coffee. Can we get smart coffee?
Yeah. Make people smart again.
Yeah.
It's like we're living in an idiocracy.
It's on its way. Whoppers and lurkers. That's what it's made up of.
It is, because it's true. The dumb people breed faster than the smart, more frequently than the fucking smart people. This is how we have the situations going on in like Florida and stuff.
Are we going to be drinking Mountain Dew soon?
Spraying it on plants and stuff.
Kool-Aid.
Powerade. It's got electrolytes.
Electrolytes.
It's what plants crave. We saw it on Facebook posts.
Yeah.
My cousin told us about it.
Yeah. They saw the train rolling in with
We
it.
can believe him because he's got credentials.
Loppers and lurkers, oh my. They're everywhere. Sheesh. What could have been? Just larped my way through all this. All the players, they're like, gosh, the scar is everything, Jiggy. You've got a crazy story. I should have just, I'm telling y'all, it wouldn't have taken
Could
much.
have been. Yep.
Yep, guys. Did I let you down? Is that what I should have done?
All the stuff. Should we sell out, guys? Should we just do it and say fuck it?
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it. We'll just do it. We'll just, you know.
No, I'm good. I've come too far. I walked 30 miles both ways in a blizzard with no shoes, no jacket on, no shirt, wearing tighty whities.
If you
No,
don't
it's
want us
with
to,
the Underoos.
if you don't want us to sell out, send donations now.
Yeah. It's your fault if we sell out, see? We haven't made, I mean, come on. Like, yeah. 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 We're making Bitcoin wages over here.
I don't have another water. Fuck. Alright, this blunt's done.
Pay our way. The largest collection of UFO reports is archived, decommissioned missile silos. Well, that's what we need to fall back to, y'all. Remember, the end time madness is here. That's what they're all talking about.
And how many of those reports do you think have actual evidence of extraterrestrial life coming to this planet? I'm willing to bet not any of them, unfortunately.
But there's and then the red beam and the UFOs. They seen it. Generals, everything, like all kinds of things.
Listen, if they can get here, okay, they're not afraid of anything that they're gonna find when they get here.
If they shut down your missiles and shit, like
exactly, they're not gonna just come in and hide and everything like that. So that's why I'm saying every single. Yeah, there may be whatever the case may be. The person they couldn't identify whatever the fuck it was in the sky. It definitely wasn't anything from off of this planet. If there is something in there like that, that'd be wonderful, and I'd love to fucking see it. Let's everybody fucking see it and shit like that. But I'm willing to put some good money on it.
Well, they have some depictions of what happened. They don't have any, actual footage of this stuff happened as depictions. They've made, and then they come and they said, well, that's what happened. And they made
that movie, the documentary that had the artist depictions of it, and so
and then they flew over and they had
so it must have been real, right?
Right, because military bases even back then didn't have cameras everywhere. But okay, I mean, Area 51 has cameras everywhere, and everybody goes there, But okay, hey, seems legit, It all seems legit. We're wrong. We're the bad guys, man. We're here to tell you we're the bad guys, okay? We can't talk about nobody.
The funny thing about one of the pictures of the things that shows the UFOs supposedly over the funny thing there's a couple funny things with those pictures. So they don't fire nuclear missiles from a power plant,
huh?
Right? They don't store missiles like that anywhere near a power plant like that. So one of the supposed pictures that people say, I haven't seen it around for a while, but that used to float around and stuff like this a few years ago, is a picture supposedly of aliens shutting down nuclear missiles, but it's pictures of UFOs above fucking a power plant. You can see the cooling towers and everything like that.
Well, because if you shut down the power plant, then
it doesn't.
The missile.
It doesn't work like that. So it's just funny. They're over the tower, the missile silos, and I'm like, those are cooling towers. That's a nuclear power plant, and this picture is fake as hell. And then there's another one where they're over something that looks like it could be a military base or something like that, but they're usually even not on a military base. They're on their own little separate location in the middle of a fucking cornfield. But anyway, maybe plausible. Maybe they had a surface-to-air one, something there at the military base. Well, back then, because this was supposed to be back a long time ago, they did actually. The bombs would get on a plane, and before then, so maybe it was one of them. But it was all black and white photo and stuff. So it was a military base, looked some planes and stuff, and it looked like somebody took a picture of an old military base and stuff. And it was maybe a bigger picture, or they blew it up, something like that, or they had small little UFOs on strings, and they hung it in front of it, and it looks like they took a picture with UFOs hanging in front of it. And that's what the picture is. If you look at the picture, it's one of the pictures that's out there of supposedly aliens shutting off fucking, shutting down nuclear silos and shit like that, and it looks just like somebody took a picture, took an old picture of a military base, and they put
Billy Myers shit.
The things there. Yeah, it's like a Billy Myers shit. But he took the picture with the trash can lids in it and stuff like that. Just wasn't good at hiding strings and everything, and
like we were saying earlier, like the fucking what's the dude's name? The Hutchinson, John Hutchinson or whatever there, and his experiments and stuff, and you can see him fucking pulling the string over there on the side of his old fucking VHS fucking video recorder. The thing was probably like big, huge fucking. That
Seems
video,
legit.
that shit was so old. Seems legit, yeah. Yeah, that guy, he knows what he's talking about. And the funny thing is when he's doing all this stuff, he's just flipping switches. He has no idea what he's doing or anything like that on all this. It all was old, but like old airplane equipment and shit like that. But he's just like, there was old radios and everything, and it's all supposed to be doing something.
It's like the fucking Star Trek.
All it was doing
Enterprise
is
deck.
making buzzing noises and shit.
The Enterprise deck.
Oh,
Warp 5, make it so.
But Professor Cambion and his alchemist said it's real.
Yeah, hey, seems legit. He was doing it for 5 years. I mean, 5 years of alchemy study. You know?
I could see, I would take his credentials as being legit, but I guess that's it until next time, unless we won't be doing a special show for a few days. But
Yeah.
maybe after that or some shit. We'll see what's going on, what's going down. And until then, maybe something will pop up. Y'all can keep arguing about me on Twitter and shit like that. I can't hear you. I don't know what the fuck you're saying. And honestly, I could give two shits less unless you got some facts to fucking say.
Well, I mean, I'm blocked in a lot of the cases, so it doesn't matter.
So unless you got some facts, I don't want to hear what the fuck you got to say. You got some evidence to show me otherwise why he's not a sellout? Speak now. Forever hold your peace. That's what I thought, because y'all ain't got facts, you got feelings. And that's the problem here. Y'all let your feelings, you're letting your feelings get away in the facts. You fell for the wrong F. You went for the feelings over the facts. And the facts is he's a sellout.
Just the facts, man.
And the fact
Only the
is she's
facts.
a liar. That's it. Just the facts. I don't care about your feelings. And if you're hurt and you're sad because I called out somebody you like or whatever on their bullshit.
This ain't a popularity
Okay, it's not a
contest,
popularity contest. It's not about feelings. It's about facts. And the fact is he's selling out and he's promoting fucking woo-woo bullshit. That's all it is. It's
And if you
straight.
don't like it,
It
all you have
is
to say is
straight
don't
up
do it,
woo
and
bullshit.
Keep blocking.
You don't like it?
whatever.
Keep blocking. Keep giving me thumbs
lurking,
down.
all that shit.
Keep talking shit about me on fucking Twitter and platforms that I'm not
And
on.
blocking and still talking shit and passive.
I don't give a
and
fuck.
everything.
And everybody else, have a wonderful evening. Be safe. Peace. Till next time.